Hey, and welcome to D4.
I'm Devin.
I'm Dustin.
And we co-DM a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons game. All right, so last week we had our second giveaway because we reached 50 subscribers.
Hey.
Thank you guys. Thank you to all those that have subscribed. Please keep sharing and telling everyone about it, and keep people bringing them to this stream at RockPunch ATL. We greatly appreciate you, and we want to show that because at 75 subscribers, this is what we are giving away. We have three miniatures.
The troll, which is the very first thing that our party fought.
That was awesome.
Just about. We have a beholder.
No, get out.
Which we're fighting tonight.
A Fomorian.
Yep.
What is that?
A Fomorian.
It is a giant.
So all three of these minis will be going to someone at 75 subscribers. So please get those out there.
Wow.
We'd love to give these away.
All things we could clearly kill.
Clearly. That is only subscribers to the twitch.tv/RockPunch ATL.
Yes.
So
We've been fighting more hardcore stuff like Kinku's there.
And for the subscribers, those of you that are Amazon Prime members, you can sign up and subscribe to one channel a month for free using Twitch Prime. You have to renew the subscription every month, but it's at no cost to you. One of the plans that we have when we reach 300 subscribers is to give away, or not give away, but put out our VOD of Session Zeros. We have 2 of them as we split up our players into 2 groups, and they are incredible. We want to get these out there. They kind of go into some of the little keynotes that you've seen here and there that our players have been hinting to. This explains that and kind of gives more answers to the questions that are being asked.
I've heard that some people are curious about Voss and Seisha's relationship. Well, in the Session Zeros, all of that is explained.
Yep.
Exciting.
Yes.
And why at the start of Session 1, V came in almost in tears, and so those Session Zeros kind of go into that, and that's what we definitely want to get out at. But that's 300 subscribers, so we're at a little over 50 right now, so we have a long way to go for that, but I have faith that we're going to get it soon.
Oh yeah, 50 subscribers in 3 episodes is really good. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
Also, I know I've been promoting it every time. We had some trouble, but as of right now, we do have the charity up and going. That's for Extra Life. That's to give money to children for the Children's Health Cares of Atlanta so that they can grow up and have adventures of their own. So we have plans for when we reach donation goals at $1,000. Ethan is going to be running a paranoia game, which all of us are going to be playing in.
They're going to die a lot.
Also, during that game, you, the viewers, will be able to affect the game and the players and cause a whole lot of chaos like last time.
Very, very directly, without their ability to roll against it.
It's gonna be so good. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of go through a quick run through of our sponsors and other announcements from our players. I think we're gonna start with.
Was it me?
I think
is it me?
I think it's you.
Is it Patrick Logan with D&D Beyond?
Oh,
it certainly is. So, I've been talking a lot about all the things D&D Beyond can do. It's economical. Once again, anybody who signs up to a campaign, I believe you get access to all the DM books if you're a part of it.
That's with the Legendary Bundle.
The Legendary Bundle. You can do that. Thank you. I showed off the quick character creation you could do last time, and one of the things I forgot to mention was when you're making a character, you can look at all the list of spells, but as I've been getting through understand what all the spells can do and really kind of dive into the build of it. Another thing you can do is I'm exploring the product that I am selling more in depth. You can homebrew spells. So I've been playing with the spell creator for homebrew, and really getting into the depth of it. It's got all the information you need to create your own spells if you're feeling creative. So I've made a spell here called Lots of Goddamn Rats. It's a 9th level spell from the School of Conjuration, which you can click which school it is, and it has an instantaneous casting time. Okay, but it works a little bit differently, and this is where the homebrew content kind of gets a little in. It's a reaction whenever you hear a noise that is loud that startles you. So you gotta fail a wisdom saving throw and be afraid, and then the rats will come. It does require material components. You need a large wheel of cheese, preferably Swiss. Now, if
Not
I'm your DM,
Camembert.
yeah, if I'm your DM, I'll let you get away with a brie or something like that, but it must be a wheel. No blocks of cheese.
That's just a waste of time.
Okay.
That's fair.
And you can write the description of what your spell does. So, all of a sudden, 70 pounds of rat appear from the sewers, forests, deserts, demonic mountains, or from the Ratstrel Plain, which will be a part of anything that I personally DM will be the Ratstrel Plain. The rats will obey your commands to the best of their ability. The 70 pounds of rats have the following. They have plus 20 on all their stats because it's 70 pounds of rats. They're able to do essentially the equivalent of anything of the equivalent weight of gnomes. So 70 pounds of gnomes and 70 pounds of rats can kind of do the same thing. Like they can barter for weapons, negotiate political treaties, they can woo fair maidens, and bring you more cheese.
Do they affect your encumbrance?
The rats do affect your encumbrance, so your strength stat is necessary here. You need to be a strong rat-covered person
Devin
to
looks
be
so
able to
proud.
control this moving forward. And always
good.
remember the
pretty
motto
good.
of of lots of goddamn rats. Remember, you can't fit a square peg into a round hole, but 70 pounds of rats can fit virtually anywhere.
Well done.
That is amazing.
Also, I wanted to say really quick to our excellent people at RockPunch ATL, they have a general stream that goes off on 2:30 this week. Every Friday at 2:30, they have a general stream. Watch that. These people do an amazing job producing our show, and they do an amazing job producing shows that aren't ours as well. So watch those.
Absolutely.
Let's go to.
You have to follow it out. What do you got, Goblin?
Hear from our sponsor, Beetle and Grimm.
Well, I am actually here, Katie Downey. I'm here to talk to you about Beetle and Grimm's Pandemonium Warehouse. Woo. They are the producers of the absolutely amazing Waterdeep Dragon Heist Platinum Edition box that we are using in the D4 campaign. It has an abundance of phenomenal props, including text props, which are my personal favorite. And unfortunately, that box is sold out currently. But if you go to their website, you can still get some of the amazing and incredible insignias that they have for some of the different orders within the city. There are coins available, and there are these really cool tavern cups that I highly recommend. They also have merchandise as far as shirts. So if you want to look snazzy, probably my favorite one they have has it's a big Tyrannosaurus Rex in boxing gear. And I'm currently waiting on mine because it is phenomenal. But they also have a spot on their website where you can sign up for their newsletter so you get notified when they put out their future platinum editions for future content. So you can go to beetleandgrims.com and check them out.
You should.
Yes.
They are fabulous.
Catkins?
Well, number one, before I begin my thing, I just want to say if anyone does want to donate a block of cheese and not a wheel, I will gladly take it. Any kind of cheese, I'm about that.
Wheel of cheese weighs at least 10 pounds.
I'll take the wheel of brie.
I'll take any size block of cheese. Is the best part about that. Like, it can be small, it can be large. Like, I'll take it. It doesn't need to be Swiss. I just want that said. Now that I want to proceed with our sponsor, are you a DM? Do you need ambient noise or any sort of voice or sound that you just don't feel like making? Right? Do you need a hoot hoot for your owl or a ah for any NPC that's actually dying? Well, Sirenscape does all of our ambient noises, and they have a ton of voices with pre-recorded speeches that you don't even have to write. They did it already for you. It's perfect. And they also have music if you just want to create the scene and feel for the moment you're creating for your players.
With the screaming NPCs.
With the screaming NPCs, absolutely.
Like a jaunty little tune.
We all need screaming NPCs.
Thank you very much. Awesome.
Okay, I'm being cut off. That's fine. So where do they go for that? Sirenscape.
Yeah.
Sirenscape creates all of your ambient music, screaming needs. They're here for you. And I think they are wonderful and absolutely use them for my own campaigns.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Do you guys have anything that you guys want to plug personally or anything like that?
I do.
Excellent.
I am fortunate enough to also take part in a podcast. It is called the Stellar Arcanum Podcast. It is produced by a fabulous group. It is absolutely hilarious. We just started releasing episodes. I think we've released 2 so far. The 3rd one will be coming up. But it is a D&D 5th edition campaign with a sci-fi twist. So I strongly recommend it. It's been an absolute blast, and I think you'll enjoy it.
Yay! I want to plug my own Twitch.
Hey.
So 5 days out of the week, Sunday through Thursday, I stream at 8 p.m. every night playing all kinds of silly games and ridiculousness and just having a blast. If you want to join me on the tech, did you just laugh at me?
I was coughing.
Unlikely
If you want to join me
story.
on twitch.tv/thetigerwizard. We'll hang and have fun. Thanks.
I have one more thing to go before we get into this. We have been, I think, officially announced for Southern Fried Gaming Expo. We're going to be there, hopefully, doing some panels, maybe playing a game or two. That is July 12th through 14th here in Atlanta. So if you are in the area, please come by and check us out and say hey. We'll be around. We'll have more details coming up soon. Next week we'll have a lot more details for you, but definitely we have are excited to be there for this local convention that is pushing the gaming community here in Atlanta.
Yes. And without further ado, let us immerse ourselves into the chronicles of D4.
Every
Yeah.
time it's going to be a new feature of D&D.
WD-40.
Kevin.
Just guys, be really careful of your crosstalk again. Katie, you weren't here last time, but if it's really hard for the podcast listeners to get good audio if you're like even whispering over each other. So just be very cognizant of the mediums in which we distribute.
Yes.
Hey, we're in. All right.
Apparently you guys could hear us over the intro. Sorry about that, guys.
So, a little technical difficulties as we're working through it by our amazing producers as they kind of go through some technical difficulties. We hope you enjoyed our
Behind the scenes
silly banter,
behind the scenes
talking
all
about rats.
intentional.
I'm pretty sure it was done on purpose. I'm
All
just
right,
saying.
moving in. Last time on Dominated Do-Gooders Dealt Good Deeds.
All right. Shit got real. Literally. The group still traversing to the sewers stumble upon a hidden hideout of the Xanathar Guild. Seisha, taking precautions, started scanning the area for any signs of bandits, but instead found a secret door. It led to an eerie room of blue smoke and a strange pedestal, later to be revealed as a gateway key of some sort. The party played it safe and scoped out every room before moving forward to make sure that they would not be ambushed and snuck up on from behind. In doing so, they found a young man and had some harsh words where Voss got to keep a promise he made to a shopkeep only hours before. Soon after, Seisha was surprised by the door behind her opening, revealing an illithid to them for the first time before delving into the mind of a party member and making his exit. The battle between the party, a strange brain creature, a spell-casting orc, and a mind-controlled Seisha ensued, where they barely survived. If it weren't for Renair's help and his health potions, we may be seeing a different group before us tonight.
Yeah, legit.
And me.
This also included their newly found quarry, Floon Blackmar.
After saving the weak, tortured man with severe burn wounds, Renair took Floon home and the orc to be turned into the Watch, while the party decided to take a short rest before clearing out the rest of the facility. That didn't quite go as planned, as they instead stumbled upon a secret passageway, which led them to the humble abode of an elderly halfling couple seeking respite during the day. Two things that seemed odd to Voss, which he made very apparent when he nearly attacked the couple demanding answers. The rest of the party diffused the situation before heading off back to the yawning portal, where Seisha and Voss headed upstairs, and Voss had a very serious talk with the troubled paladin, while the others met up with Volo, expecting to get paid handsomely for saving his friend, when in fact he didn't have the coin, but offered a deed to their very own establishment, although it may be haunted.
All right. As you look at your new home, either in delight or disgust, you notice the perfect harmony of contrary things as you stare into the alley of shops and services that line the streets in between the multiple-story townhouses.
The closest building is a 3-story townhouse with an enchanting array of colors blooming from a glass-encased forest on the top story. To the west, you catch a sign of an eye staring back at you with orange cat-like intensity, emboldened by the illusion of distortion from a magnifying glass.
Beyond that, the far end, a gold-painted wooden carving of a dragon rests nestled among a pile of books above a doorframe of 2 simple double doors. Across from it, you notice a stream of very large bubbles wafting through the air from around the corner. To the east, the first thing that catches your eye is a simple hanging wooden sign with a large bent nail. Juxtaposed to it and out of sight billows smoke above the townhouse rooftops.
What do you do?
So here's what I'm thinking. Place is haunted, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in and talk to it.
Oh, can I come?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna come with just because I feel like you'll get on its good side, and like if I'm associated with you, it'll be like, yeah. We're cool.
It's a
cool.
group thing.
It's a
now,
pair thing.
Yeah, now.
Group
We should
thing.
all go in together. It's the first time going into the house.
I know a lot about ghosts.
Perfect.
Oh,
You'll
well,
know how
that
you
works out.
just
Yeah,
tell me the
you
cultural
actually-
things so I don't step over or say something like really offensive to a ghost.
Is there anything we should know before?
Are they actually dead?
Yes.
I already knew it. I'm ready for this.
Wait, so when all people die, do they become ghosts, or
Yeah,
is it
wait.
like depending on the person, depending on the?
Depends on the person, depends on the circumstance, and it depends on the type of ghost that they turn into.
That is so much to put. Like I'm trying. Like I don't
It's a
want to
whole
plan
nother
my own
life.
death. This makes me want to plan my own death.
Right,
Just
like
to
you don't
figure out what kind of.
you don't want to be
ghosts
like
I become.
done. You know, it's like, well, I want to do like my second ghost chance. Like,
Right.
I think that's just natural.
Okay.
Okay. In the case that this specter is not open to discussion,
Sure.
It's a bartender. They're always open to discussion.
Fair.
Yeah.
let's just have a plan B.
Humor the idea.
Does anyone here know how to deal with specters? You seem to have experience.
I know how to deal with bartenders.
You've established this, yes.
What makes you think it was a bartender?
How much
We
do
were
I
told
know?
it was.
Were we? Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. I think I was just too excited.
How much specifically do I know about, say, like a poltergeist?
Make a religion check.
Damn it, why is it religion?
While she's doing that, did we get our stuff from the yawning portal before we came here?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You guys were at the yawning portal for a while.
Yeah, you checked out,
I
returned
just
your
wanted to make
key.
sure that our stuff wasn't still there. Okay.
I got a good strong 21.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yes.
There are many different types of undead. For the incorporeal form, there are upwards of almost 10 different types.
Yep.
So you know that they all have their different
Subsets.
Yeah, well,
feels.
they're different little nuances that sets them apart. Some are very scary, like wraiths, and some are minor annoyances, like poltergeists.
Yep. You know that ghosts, there's a reason why they have stayed behind. There's something that binds them to the mortal realm still. Usually when that thing is fulfilled, they can move on into the afterlife. Poltergeists are a little different. They're just always here.
Ah, fine.
And that's kind of...
Is this a ghost or poltergeist?
This is a poltergeist. And poltergeists just kind of stay.
Oh, so like a person.
And that's exactly how I'm gonna treat it. And
No, what I mean is that like they're always gonna be here, so like we should treat them like anybody else. They just can't leave their area. Is that how that works?
I think the best thing to do is to ask this poltergeist directly. I'm gonna start towards the door.
Okay, I agree with that.
Happily following.
Come on, guys, let's go meet a ghost.
Okay, so everybody stepping inside.
I wish to enter as stealthily as I possibly can.
Okay, so you're going last?
Yes.
Okay.
I will just have my arms.
Walk
in my
on
sleep.
it.
Okay,
Yep.
go ahead and make a stealth check
We're
as you
gonna
creep
meet
in
a new
behind
friend.
Loud everyone else.
17.
Okay, noted. Stepping inside, the scent of pungent mildew and sour beer hits your nostrils immediately.
Oh.
The large tap room is furnished with several broken tables and chairs and an L-shaped bar. An old dusty hearth inhabits the north side of the room. Black ash has spilled from the hearth, and small black vermin footprints are scattered around the floor. Shattered glass and broken shelves surround the bar, and behind it is a padlocked hatch to the basement and pantry. A pantry lies to the south, just past the bar, and two large metal hooks adorn the wall behind it. Although whatever was once hung there is no longer there.
I will kneel down when I see the vermin markings. Sorry, I thought there might be 70 pounds of them. Okay, let's keep going. And then I will head over to the bar.
It's a very specific weight of vermin.
It's a magic thing. And then I will sit down at the bar just casually and look around.
Okay,
Be like,
you kind of have to lean over and pick up one of the bar stools
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fallen over. There's a couple still there, and there's a couple chairs and benches still around the few tables that still linger here.
I would like to look around for a broom.
Okay.
All right. There is.
oh my god.
There's some excitement outside. So as you go around the bar, rank smells emanate from the pantry. Broken casks and crates lean against the stone walls with sagging shelves holding ripped sacks. Some sacks ooze and drip with the remnants of maggot-infested, long-decayed produce.
Oh, I bet that's potatoes.
Vermin have nibbled holes in grain sacks, leaving little behind from the flowery paw prints and shelves on the ground. Beyond the pantry is a broken swinging doors leading to the kitchen, but in the pantry is a broom.
I'm gonna take it and walk into the bar area and start sweeping the floor.
You were saying something?
Yeah.
I'm setting up stools for everybody, by the way. I'm just going to sit them up until everybody has one.
I have started dual casting prestidigitation. Like, no, this will not do.
Did they tell us
Could you get the
what
pantry?
the bartender poltergeist's name was or anything about it?
Did they?
Yes, they did.
Can I roll to remember that?
Sure.
What would I roll?
Just an intelligence check.
I'm so smart. Tree.
Tree?
Tree.
Remember,
Yeah.
a lot was happening.
Yeah. You know what? I know what to do. And I'm going to sit down at the bar. I'm going to be like, hey, there's no service here? I'd love a drink if somebody's still here.
Is it okay to talk directly? Is it okay to talk directly to poltergeists?
4.
Yeah. I've
Okay.
never actually encountered.
Hi. We know you live here, and
We would love a
place,
drink.
Is this place still open?
Maybe don't use the word live.
We know you work here, and is this place still open?
You get no response.
Okay.
I'm going to look around. Is there like dust on the actual bar?
Not anymore.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
As the magical energies of Vinley's prestidigitation begins to take effect, just kind of moving and spreading the dust away, the dirt and grime, even through the magics of the spell, the layers of dirt, dust, and decay that rests upon this place as it has been unused in many, many years.
This was worth 500 gold, I'm sure. And I make my way towards the pantry.
500
Okay,
gold.
so you head
Yeah,
towards
so
the
we
pantry.
did.
As you get there, you see the broken shelves, and then there's the double doors that lead
Well,
into
let
the
me
kitchen.
make more. You can just get a better
As you're all
place.
sitting, you cringe as your attention is pulled towards the slow creaking of the warped and dry-rotted stairs. You don't see any stairs in this room, but you hear them to the
Northeast.
To the northeast. Maybe there's a stairwell out back. The creaking betrays whoever might be trying to sneak up to the common rooms or whatever lays above you.
I head in that direction.
Okay.
immediately.
As you move into the pantry, there's actually a door that leads out back.
Okay, I open it slowly, as much as I can, knowing that the WD-40 needed to make this place sound, probably gallons of it.
It definitely creaks, and you have to give a little bit of like kind of a nudge as it has wet warped closed and is stuck, but not to the point where you can't just with a little umph you can push it open.
I draw a rapier in one hand, just to make sure.
Okay, so you pull out one of your rapiers and you turn, you look down to your right, and there is kind of leads off into the alleyway, and then to the left you see a staircase that is dry and brittle from sun rot that leads up to a door.
It looks like it's been stepped on recently.
Make an investigation check.
Certainly. 13.
Doesn't appear to have any, I mean, it looks old and dry rotted, and if anybody walked on it recently, it doesn't show.
So a ghost would be an undead, correct?
Correct.
I am going to use Divine Sense.
Divine sense.
Yes.
Okay. There is a lingering presence here. It does not ping in a central location.
Sort of an overall energy.
Overall energy. I will say that the energy seems more abundant than what you would expect only one.
Oh.
Maybe it's just because he's been here for so long and the tap room has become a part of him, and so every ounce of it is imbued with him.
Okay.
But there's a lingering presence that's kind of a little overwhelming, as you are definitely confirmed that this place is haunted.
Okay. After I do that, just kind of drop the broom.
Nope. Oh, I'm reaching for my accordion. Oh.
Oh, no.
The broom kind of tink, 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 tink onto
There's-
the ground.
There's definitely something here. But it sort of feels it's more than I would expect.
I'm spelling in whatever dust is left, because you said it was grimy, there's still layers. Whatever dust is left, I'm like, hello, drink please?
Is there a difference between poltergeists and ghosts?
Ghost is like person. It just encompasses a large group, and then there's different subsects of that group, like human or half elf.
Did anybody see where Voss went?
He went in the pantry, I believe.
In the pantry.
What you can kind of see is like you're sitting at the bar, and the bar kind of is around the side behind the bar. Like there's no back wall to the bar. It's kind of like you look at a wall and then pantry, and then you see the double doors into the kitchen, and then there is a door that is open, kind of just past that.
Okay, well, I guess he's getting another broom.
I go up the stairs.
Okay.
Okay.
Silently. Once again, if I need to make a new stealth check, I'll do it.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Yep, making your way up.
A subtle scent of pipe smoke still lingers here in this room, alluding to the late nights of card playing, drinking, and gentlemen's merriment as the old tar clings to the paint-peeling walls. Rusted hooks and nails suggest that many paintings used to hang in this room. A frayed, musty carpet adorns the center, as well as several small, broken tables and stools. Another hearth decorates the north wall, this one in relatively good shape. Intact doors lead north to a den and south to a dining hall.
Do I hear footsteps?
Make
a perception check.
I was gonna say it at the same time.
Nice.
Even
Yeah.
spookier.
22.
22.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing that you hear is the subtle, muffled voices coming from down below you.
Where's Ross?
Oh, God.
I guess he went upstairs, I guess.
You guys hear, as you're waiting for some sign of poltergeist or specter or some type of ghost, you hear as the wood above you starts to creak.
Oh my god.
Like dust kind of trickles down and kind of hits
Is
the
that-
bar top.
Do you think that's
The bartender? Probably.
maybe he...
Are you okay?
Well, I'm wondering if he really enjoyed being a bartender or not. Maybe he didn't.
Oh,
and
no,
he's
you
like
mean-
not okay.
Oh, you mean like that crappy bartender who hated his job and threw the drink on me?
Yeah, like maybe he doesn't want to serve us drinks and we messed up.
I've disappeared.
If
off
you
the
I
side.
want
want
to
to
go find boss.
drinks. Like if you want to, we'll tip well.
We tip super
We
well.
tip so well.
We're great.
Okay, so
I head north. How much of this do I hear?
you can't make out what they're saying, but you definitely hear the muffled.
I hear head north,
Okay.
hearing what sounds like my name, and then hearing panicked things going on down below.
They probably got it handled.
Head north.
I'm stressed. I'm stressed. That's just all I
Light
can say.
floods from the cobwebbed, barren windows in the northeast turret corner. The smell of smoke is stronger in this room, accompanied by mold. The floor is dotted with burn marks, as well as a large sacking section to the east side of the room, a drip of water. Hits the center of the warped wood rhythmically and comes from an equally sagging portion of the ceiling.
A doorway to the north leads out onto a long, wood-railed balcony overlooking Sonderon Street. The railings are heavily damaged, rotted, and covered in dried, hardened bird feces. A second doorway leads to a similar balcony facing westward, overlooking the alley. A door in the southeast corner leads down a long, dusty hallway to what looks like another bedroom.
Southeast.
Okay.
So let me make a quick investigation check of this room just to see if there's anybody hiding here.
Okay, make an investigation check.
15.
Okay.
You look around. Doesn't appear to be any signs of anything. No footsteps in the dust. No real anything.
So, southeast for the rest of
You
the
hear coming up from behind you the steps of the creaking wood up the stairs and into the room that you just left.
I go up against the wall I came out of and set up ambush.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Drawing kukri out.
Okay.
Got it.
All right.
This is because I stabbed you, isn't it? Oh, we're cool. We're cool. Yeah.
All right. You have no response.
You're cool, but now you're gonna be even.
Start creeping down the hallway. I want to try to be stealthy.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're sitting in standing in a large room.
Yes.
And you have a door to the north
Okay.
and a door to the south. The door to the north is open, the door to the south is closed.
Well, I'll go through the open door.
Okay? And as
You would like to make a stealth roll?
Sure, this will be fun.
at disadvantage,
Oh,
because heavy armor.
Yeah. I think that's kind of included already. Oh no, I am clanking down that. I think I run into the wall. I take a 1. And I have a -1 to
So
stealth.
you definitely hear something coming, about to come out through the door from the same room that you just came from.
How heavy does it sound?
Very heavy, very loud,
Yep.
very clanky.
You hear the metal grinding on metal and chain as something is coming up from behind the door.
And then this loud woman tiptoeing.
Having heard all of that, and knowing that the footsteps I heard up the stairs were fairly silent, can I make the assumption that this isn't a poltergeist? Would that be within my thought process? Try not to metagame.
Realm of reality.
Sure, make a wisdom check.
Okay. Natural 20.
Natural 20. As soon as you start hearing the clanking of the metal grinding, you're like, oh.
You know exactly what and who that noise is made by.
Something that
Graceful
truly
gazelle.
haunts Voss.
I bet you can hear how she's trying so hard to be stealthy.
Yeah. It's like they occasionally like ting ting.
God damn it.
I sheath my weapons,
Okay.
and as soon as I feel like she's a distance from the door, pop out and says, "What are you doing?"
Right.
Are you guys okay up there?
Why would you do that?
Was it the ghost?
Are you arguing with the ghost?
Ghost poltergeist?
It was
Poltergeist.
Boss.
Poltergeist?
Oh,
I'm
we found
sorry.
Boss.
I'm sorry. It
Where are
was
you,
fun.
Vinley?
I'm like walking up the stairs. I followed her. up the
Yeah,
stairs.
so you kind of come into the common room right as that happens.
Get on.
She's had a bit of a fright.
Did you see the poltergeist?
No. Just a haunting image. Are you okay?
Well, I've been wounded twice today. I don't suppose you would know how to specifically find this thing. It might just be toying with us.
It could be.
I can sense
Who has the
this sort of
deed?
thing.
Oh, did we leave the deed?
and no, I have it.
May I see it?
Yeah. There was something downstairs, but the weird part was it didn't seem like just one thing. It was like spread throughout, and it seemed like more energy than I would associate with one entity.
It'd be best if we just did a general scout of the house as we go further. And then I go towards the hallway and I shout through the wood beam, "Harold! Can you hear me?"
No.
Harold.
Obviously, I can hear you if I'm answering.
Liars don't make friends, Harold!
Then how am I kept doing it?
He's just kidding.
Okay, this is a conversation we don't need to have right now. We're going to do a general sweep of the upstairs. You two stay together and try to do a general sweep at the down.
Wait, there's only one broom. How are you doing it?
I hate you.
I know the universal language. I'll give the broom to V. I've got a plan.
I'm really good at sweeping.
And I'm going to start
I'm
playing
not
music.
good at sweeping.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
Just roll with it. Leave the broom. They'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'm going to start playing music.
Sweeping.
I give up on this conversation.
So you start playing music.
Ew, an 8.
Okay.
I hate this
The
song,
ghost is gonna
Harold.
attack you now.
I hate this song.
It's the only creepy song I know.
You're trying to
haven't
go for
practiced it in a
atmosphere,
while.
but Jesus.
Yeah.
Something that you notice as you're playing, or what kind of makes you shake and cause an out-of-tune note every once in a while, is that your hairs are starting to stand on end. As the nape of your neck feels like something is breathing down it. As the
Get down, it's like-
chill of the room has dropped.
Okay, I get it. Not this song isn't for everybody. It's cool. I know another one. but I like to finish my song, so just give me a little bit, and then I'll play you the next one, okay?
Okay, fine. Jeez, I don't need all this.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to it. It's behind me. I think. And by it, I mean you, who are probably totally lovely and fine. And please, I would love a drink.
So I'm holding the broom very awkwardly because I don't know how to sweep, but I'm just like, because I'm thinking I'm supposed to actually sweep.
Okay.
And
So
I'm just like awkwardly sweeping terribly. And I pick up the fact of what he's talking about, and I'm like, should it be weapon sweep?
No.
I don't know how to deal with poltergeist.
I think he meant we should look around.
I thought maybe there was something under on the tub.
You know, let's check the rooms.
Okay.
And I will walk with her. We will do some investigations of our own.
okay,
Okay,
so
okay.
this large tap room. The only other places that you haven't looked is there is, as you are sitting by the bar, you notice there was a trap door that led downstairs, led down, and then there is the double doors that lead into the kitchen.
Kitchen first.
I was gonna, okay.
Wait.
I was gonna say
You
that.
said-
I was gonna say
Okay, let's go.
Oh, you're trying
All right.
to, okay.
We're sweeping now. It looks lovely down here. And,
I actually sweep the trap door.
okay. And then throw the broom away. All right, let's do this.
Okay.
I open it up.
It's locked.
I attempt to open it up.
Oh my God! She
And
just
it's
gotta.
I'm just like, okay, can I do a strength check to break it open?
Sure.
Oh my God! I love the idea of you doing it accidentally, like.
Like,
Oh.
Okay.
Did they think you meant
So that's
I
a
don't-
15.
I don't know. I don't care. Let's keep.
You go to lift and nothing.
Okay,
It's a
all right.
for old and rusted. It's a pretty sturdy lock.
Let me just. How would I pick a lock?
Do you have thieves' tools?
Ha ha.
Not yet. I don't.
Or maybe something
I
like
do have
fortune.
bagpipes. Where have been hiding those this whole time?
The bagpipes are in place of your
Accordion.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool. I was gonna say. I was like, huh. I also have a drum. I should have and a viol. I just start pulling out I'm sure I must have sets up. Yeah. That's still in tune. That's cool. And then I pull out like a small kit. I like open it. There's makeup and stuff inside it.
Oh, what's that for?
Nothing. I put it back inside. And then I kind of go, let's check out the kitchen. And then
Maybe go back to the kitchen to open the
yeah,
top
there you
door.
go. There's probably lockpicks all over this place.
Probably not. I was gonna say knives.
That's a good idea. And then we will head into the kitchen.
I gather the both of them. I said, let's just stick together and move generally down the southeast. I don't think any element of stealth is going to help our progress here.
And then the music downstairs kicks up.
Yeah, I hear that vaguely. I'm like, we'll deal with that.
All right. So pause on that. We're
Divine
gonna
sense again.
Okay.
As we're walking.
same lingering presence of undeath.
You get a strong ghost.
Nothing pinpoint or anything. As you guys move through the double doors into the kitchen, the two heavy iron stoves that remain are mostly intact, aside from water damage and rust spots from a dripping broken window that has been barred with wood planks. A large, sturdy prep table in the center of the kitchen is dusty and covered in rodent droppings, but otherwise standing. Cabinets, once holding kitchen tools, have been flung open and looted. The hearth here has a few missing bricks, but a large cast iron cauldron still hangs in place. Inside the cauldron, there is long abandoned bird nest encased in webbings of a funnel spider.
I don't understand why they would try to steal the window with wood. Like,
Wait,
stealing
is that-
iron would have been like way more efficient.
Wait, is this the kitchen or is this upstairs?
This is kitchen.
This is the kitchen.
This is the
Okay.
kitchen, this is where we
Okay,
are.
cool.
And I'm just like not understanding how someone just wouldn't be able to repair this window, but whatever.
Can I roll to investigate? Just take a look around, or
Yeah,
there's-
sure.
Yeah, sure.
yeah, just I'm just
Investigation check?
Like, yeah. Do you how good are you at finding stuff?
I mean, I believe I'm a great finder, but
Then you should lead on this one, and I'll help you out.
I believe that. Let me check my stats.
No, it doesn't matter. You believe that, and I believe you.
I believe I'm good at finding things.
Go for it. Roll with advantage, because I'm helping.
Oh.
Well, that's.
Roll again.
Am I rolling perception?
Yeah.
'Cause that would be.
Wait, I think it's investigation.
Oh, investigation.
And you have advantage.
Yeah, so you can roll again.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you'll get
Because if
even
it
better.
was perception, I'd have more advantage. Yeah,
this is the first one.
so 17.
You look around and there's not really anything in here.
Is there even a knife?
Nope. Anything that
Sharp
could
or
have been.
pointy?
Nope. Everything has been looted.
Maybe we should break this wood that's not working for the window and splinter it and like try to do like a
That's
thing.
not how lockpicks work.
I don't do this. You do
I know.
this.
I definitely do this.
I-
That's how that
I'm
works.
just trying to make suggestions here.
Why don't we go upstairs and see if our friend in all black has the things we need to do that?
Salty boy. Got
Yeah, that's the
it.
one.
All right.
And
yeah.
then we will start heading upstairs.
Okay,
Got it.
so as
We'll pause
we're gonna
that.
move, as you guys begin to head that way, you guys are heading down the hallway.
But the room that you were hiding in, Voss, as Seisha was making her way in, you noticed that there were 2 stained glass windows in this bedroom, one of which is minorly broken, and it hints at its former beauty. An old tarnished chandelier dangles precariously from the ceiling, and 4-post dark oak wood bed sits in the southeast corner.
Dear hips.
The bed has been stripped of its linen and mattress, and only the bare frame remains. A
Still
small
want
hearth and a quaint fireplace decorates the eastern wall. Wall sconces are mounted on either side of the hearth, and a small intact dresser sits beside the bed. The one of the 2 empty drawers is missing. Looking out the south window into Trollskull Alley, if you look up, you can see the lush greenhouse encompassing the 3rd floor of a townhouse.
That
gonna
was the
check
room.
the
That was the
drawers.
room at the end of the hallway.
The drawer. I'm gonna go over and open the drawer.
Boom. Empty.
What did the stained glass look like it had on it? Was it a religious design or a floral design?
More of just a generic floral design here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Decorative.
Can I try to remember this poltergeist's name, please?
Sure.
We're all like struggling.
Hot. Just an intelligence?
Uh-huh.
That's a 9.
9.
I wasn't listening.
At least it wasn't a 5.
You remember it starts with an L?
L.
What?
It's right on the tip of your tongue.
Remember, Jesus.
The poltergeist L.
Can I try again?
Nope.
La,
Nope.
la, 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 la.
Even with the clue?
La, 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 la.
I don't care.
V would like to try it.
Can I try to remember?
Sure, go ahead.
With intelligence?
You got it. I believe
We're
you.
both so smart.
I don't remember shit.
It's almost as if you weren't even here.
I'm just going to
Amazing.
obediently follow Voss at this point.
Okay, cool. As you guys make your way back down into the hallway, you hear the creaking noise of wood again, as something is entering the common room.
Knowing that I almost stabbed Seisha, I keep my weapons in my holsters,
Okay.
but do kind of slowly creep forward.
All right.
So if I need to reroll stealth, because I would have stealth, do it.
Reroll stealth.
Yep.
Interacted a little bit and talked.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Dang.
Awesome.
He's gone.
Boss,
Boss?
where'd you go? Guys,
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna
You
start
two-
running toward the stairs.
You two
Okay.
hear this.
God.
Okay. You all of a sudden.
What's wrong with Seisha?
Boss just disappeared.
Oh my god, you think the poltergeist got him? Oh my god, he got him!
Guys! He's wearing black. He probably just stepped into a corner. Boss, raise your hand if you can hear me.
Little white hand.
Looks around.
Oh, I'm
Boss?
Make a perception check.
I break my stealth if I do this.
I know. That's why I'm telling you to do it.
Harold,
Yes.
make a perception check.
Why? I sure will. Guys, he's gone.
Wait, maybe not. Can I try?
Sure.
Make a perception check.
I'm still
In
standing
the box.
at the end of the hall.
Okay. In 18 plus.
No, that's 18.
No, that's with it's 15
Look
plus
around.
3.
You don't see him.
Okay, I assure you, somewhere in this room, that man has his hand raised.
No, I think the ghost took him.
Okay, Seisha, were you with him when he disappeared?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Ghost, I'm so sorry. We forgot your name. I'm
tell him we got told the name.
He knows by now. He's been listening.
Before I step out of the shadows, seeing this obscene scene in front of me, I'm going to try to remember the ghost's name.
Make an intelligence check.
You lost, boss. Better.
Christ.
Honestly, if it didn't-
15.
You remember Volo saying, "Oh, by the way, no big deal, but there's a poltergeist maybe in the house, an old bartender named Leaf."
I raised hands slowly, step out and stomp my foot loud enough just to get everybody's attention.
I
I'm cool.
shriek,
I'm cool.
but I'm not going to actually shriek. I feel like people might have their ears blown out.
You know what?
Literally, I latch on to V, just like hug.
I say to the general house, Leaf, bring me a drink, and I head downstairs.
Okay.
You can't just ask a bartender that. You gotta be nice about it.
Wait, that was his name, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Let's
so
go
you
downstairs,
head
get
back downstairs. What do the rest of y'all do?
I'm gonna follow him. I want a drink.
Okay.
I go and I sit down at one of the stools that Harold set up, and I wait.
And I would like to roll another performance check. Just play some, like, oh, tense music, something's coming.
Okay, as you're going downstairs.
Yeah,
or when
yeah.
you
Yeah.
make
Does
it?
everybody go downstairs? Anybody
I
stay?
actually want to look in the other rooms.
Okay.
Try to find my bedroom.
I want to end this
Because you called
madness.
dibs on that.
Okay, so Voss goes downstairs. You go downstairs.
And I will play.
I go with
You
him.
go down. Vinley, what are you doing?
I don't know.
You're just kind of standing in
I'm like
the
standing
common
there,
room.
like loosely.
These are my friends.
Deed in my hand, just like, what is happening?
By the way, that is a 19 on performance.
So there's another door to the south. Got it.
Okay.
That hasn't been opened yet. Do you go back to the? Where do you go? That's the only. The other bedroom had no other doors in it that you went down the hallway.
I'll go through that door then.
Okay. As you.
Okay, you make your way into the spare bedroom.
Nope. Hallway.
Hallway.
Yep.
Got it.
Oh, hi, Seja.
Bye, Sid.
Yep.
Hi, Seja.
Once a cozy dining hall with a large oak table, now stacked to the brim with various piles of junk. Cloth-covered broken furniture, old crates, and piles of dirty linen make moving through this room challenging. A metal-framed wooden spiral staircase in the southeast corner leads to the third floor. Looking over the piles of debris, you notice a door leading south to a spared room.
I'll go check out that door.
Okay.
Spare room.
As you go to open this one, you're kind of stopped. As the handle turns, it's not locked, but the door itself appears to have. It won't open.
Want to try to shoulder it open.
Make a strength check.
19?
19. Okay.
Boom! With just a quick jolt of your shoulder, you work open the stuck door, and it reveals a spare room. The finer linens of Trollskull Manor are neatly stacked into piles here. Some are ripped and moth-eaten, but a few of the better protected sets are still in good condition, holding mostly true to their former stark white embroidered edged look. You will also notice a set of locked double doors that lead out to a small balcony facing east with an ornate oxidized iron spiked railing. A few potted plants have been left out and are overgrown, dried up, and long dead. You get a good view of the east side of the alley from here.
Good. Peek down the alley for a moment. It's nice. And go back out and go up the iron stairs.
Yep, even from this view, you can still see in the distance the smoke that rises over the townhouses from the far end of the east side of the alley.
Okay.
All right, as you walk upstairs, the spiral staircase in the hall ascends to an upper hall. You feel one of the wooden planks nearly give way under your weight as you make your way up to the third floor. Unlit, broken oil lamps and hanging, curled, and peeling Damascus wallpaper decorate the halls. A second spiral staircase to the north continues onward to a locked attic hatch. Directly ahead to the east, a doorway leads into a skeletal remains of a library. Another 2 narrow doors lead to small privies. 2 finer locked doors with floral carvings into the framing to the north and south lead into bedrooms. Finally, a southeast door leads to a larger private bath.
I want to check for any books or papers in that library.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I would have followed the loud sound of her shouldering a door open.
Okay.
Boom. You saw the linens inside the bedroom that seemed to be mostly untouched.
And then you saw her go up a spiral staircase.
What is y'all with stairs and ladders?
Continue up. All right. Downstairs.
Yep.
Where you had written hello and everything like that, it seems to be white, but still dusty, like as if the dust had been moved across.
Okay. I'm still jamming.
Still
like
jamming?
19 on the performance roll.
Anything.
Okay. You notice. Hold on. Out of the corner of your eye, a figment in your periph taunts you, but never coming to light or revealing itself. A shadow dancing on the edges of your mind, leaving you anxious and uneasy. This is a feeling that you get if you've ever walked down the wrong alley.
Yes.
Is there any liquor here?
Not out in the open. As again, this whole place looks to be ransacked, purged of any goods, as if it has been looted.
First, I will start looking for liquor. I look to you. Did you find anything here?
Yeah. Locked door behind the bar there. Everything else is pretty much empty. But it's locked, so I would need somebody who could open locks to do that.
I could look for stuff. Maybe I can just rip the doors open.
That's the other option.
Let me deal with that first. I'll check it out. You can continue to play or accompany me if you wish.
I'll do both.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't stop you. Okay. And I go to the area that they were talking about.
It's just behind the bar. There's actually a different set of floorboards that intercept a trapdoor. And there's a visible lock.
I would like to try and pick the lock.
Okay, go ahead and make a thieves' tool check.
Not as good as I would like. 11.
11 does not seem to open it.
Yep.
Strength check to pull it open.
Okay, make another strength check.
It's like, oh, I got it.
I back up.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Mighty.
8.
Again, like you can't even. There's not even really a place for you to
Grab.
get your hands in and get going.
I'm just kind of
Let
like.
me.
I have an idea. Can I roll persuasion and be like, hey, Leaf, would you mind opening the trapdoor? We're trying to get to the booze to get everything set up for the bar.
Listen, door. I need you to
Seem to
open.
be any.
Persuasion.
Try to
No
Let me
response.
try.
No response?
Can you
Okay.
try again? Mhm. You just kind of settle to yourself and.
Worse. 10.
10. Again, you're working it. It's an old, now rusted lock, and it seems to be a pretty fairly good one. Even just looking over it, your knowledge of.
What if I use my axe?
You
You
can
can
most
most
Remember, we
certainly.
Yeah.
own this place.
We can fix the door.
Okay, go ahead.
Maybe I could help him first.
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Let's do that. So I will aid him in
Okay.
picking locks.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that doable?
It is.
It is completely doable.
Advantage?
You get to roll with advantage.
One of those is good. 18.
18. The nice, resounding, just wonderful click that you're used to hearing when you succeed.
To know when he's giving you advice, that sort of like veneer of the goofy bard just immediately disappears, like he's wearing the mask. Like, okay, we're running this, blah, blah. You already know this. I'm not trying to patronize you, but. And then that's how he kind of.
As we open the lock, having a poor time with lock, are you watching us do this?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Never mind then. I open the lock
Okay.
What does that mean?
and I open the trap
Okay.
door.
As you begin to raise it, all of a sudden it slams shut, and you hear click as it relocks.
Leave, come on.
I want to
That's pretty
find.
funny.
We're just
I
trying
wanna
to have a
find
good
alcohol.
time.
Okay.
Okay. You look in, like you're right on the outskirts
I
of the
bet you have to
pantry.
pay
There's
him.
nothing. There's those double doors that lead into the kitchen.
I
That's
put
the
money on
only-
the counter.
Okay. There's coins on the counter now.
Just to try to see like if maybe paying him helps.
As you guys are just crying out in desperation, hoping that you'll get an answer, this room starts to get real cold.
Oh, he hates
You
this.
better run.
Do you think it's all the music I'm playing?
Does anyone have any?
Music's great.
Thank you.
Does anyone have any alcohol on them?
No.
Does anyone have anything flammable?
Do I have?
I just have money, and bartenders love money.
I have flammable stuff. Hold on. Let's see what all I have. I do have. I look at the purple eye drops. Like, this might be flammable.
Would I know if that's flammable?
You have no idea.
You don't know, but you get the sense that something that you put in your eye probably isn't going to be flammable.
It's a good
But
attempt.
who knows?
That's all I really got. I thought I had more papers than this. The laws!
The laws!
She's got them.
I'll go upstairs and get the laws. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I begin finding. I begin finding kindling wood, anything.
Oh,
I
there-
can
I mean, the
use
entire
to
tap
anything
room
I
is
can
made
use
of
to start a
wood.
fire.
I noticed that you're doing that, and I'm like, there's probably are there chairs and tables in
There's
this room?
chairs and tables
Because
around.
I'm assuming it used to be a tavern at one time. I'll just smash up a chair.
Okay. You smash up a chair.
So I smashed
It's our
up
bar,
a chair,
man.
and
Yeah.
I'm just
As
like,
you-
we're breaking this chair.
As you start smashing up the chair, you specifically are nearly frozen in petrified fright as the chill overwhelms you. Your hairs stand on end.
Guys, this guy does not like us smashing the stuff in here.
When you say that, I stop on the stairs and turn back around, and I'm like, I
I'm
think I got it.
actually frozen.
He wants us to fix the place up before he comes out. Wouldn't that make sense?
I will not be held
But we tried
hostage
to
by a
dust
ghost.
it.
You know what I mean? Wow!
It.
What a place to go! Only you could go there, Voss, and you went there so fast.
Harold.
This isn't us being like held hostage. It's extortion. It's fine. It's different.
Didn't we try to dust and it was like, nope.
I didn't see that. Let's put up all the chairs and put them by the tables and just make the place look nice.
A thought occurs to me. I go to the entranceway.
Okay.
Is it locked?
Entranceway to the front door?
Yes.
No.
Open?
Yeah.
Yeah, we walked in.
I open it up.
Okay.
It's open. Just
Leave
leave
it
outside.
open.
Just in case.
All right. Let's put a pause on that. You.
Walk into and followed closely behind by Vinley. A large, clear Palladian window with a dark stained glass central half-circle crown encompasses most of the east wall. A starry night sky immortalized in glass shines blue light into the numerous shelves of the library. Desks line the south side of the room, and old quills and shreds of parchment are scattered around the room. Sadly, only a few dusty books remain on the shelves. Most are old publications of no importance.
You got. If you two would like to make investigations or have someone roll with advantage.
Whatever each roll.
Okay. But we're using my ability modifier.
If you guys are rolling separately, you guys will use your own. Okay, continue.
Yeah.
20. Dirty
20?
20.
Natural 20.
Natural
Oh,
20.
wow.
All right.
All right.
I
So
like me some books.
as you're going through the first section that you come to seems to be mostly fiction. You have Dr. Jackal and Mr. Hydra.
Okay. I'll clean it off,
Okay.
and put it back.
To Kill a Manticore.
Oh, come on. Come on, man.
The Harry Potamus and the Half-Elf Prince.
I put that one on a higher shelf.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can,
All right.
I can see that.
You find Tears in Heaven, spelled T-Y-R. Justice is Blind, a book about law. Storm King's Tundra, a dissertation on weather patterns of Icewind Dale.
I love how everything excites her.
As you both are just pulling
What'd you find?
books, yeah, you both come across the last shelf. It seems completely empty, and you almost don't notice this completely dusted book. It seems like a knickknack just left kind of in the shadows. As you pull it out and dust it off.
Okay.
A cookbook that is sticky to the touch and reads Bizarre Beasts and How to Cook Them.
Ooh.
As you begin to open it, you see multiple eyes pop open near the binding. And then the first few pages peel forward into jagged teeth.
Oh no!
It yawns.
Oh, it yawns?
And a long, warty purple tongue laps out across your arm before rolling back and opening fully in your hands.
We have a pet mimic.
Do I know what that was?
You can roll
Arcana.
They can pretend to be other things and they'll
24.
usually kill you.
24? Yes.
You
This-
know exactly what that is.
but which instills fear in you because you know these things are extremely violent. But it doesn't. But then you're taken back, as this one does not seem to be violent at all.
So
There is.
I know, right?
There is a viscous on your hands though, as
Yeah.
it is literally like sticky
Gooey
goo
on me.
on the outside of it. But it is open, and it opens up to a cookbook page that says Aurochs Burgers.
Oh, well, that's a little disturbing, but you're a living book. You're just a
And it like sneezes, and the page kind of flips, and
You see something that says Jakuli kebabs.
Do I recognize these creature names?
You can roll nature.
Because that's what I'm best at. Oh, it's intelligence.
and like the tongue like lathers around your arm.
12.
12. You're not sure what a Jakuli is, but an Auroch is. You've heard rumors of a yak, but you've never met one of this type. But that's what kind of triggers. Like, it's a yak. You're not sure where to find it.
Large plains roaming type of, but you're not sure what region they're named
Not
to.
like generally accepted like as a sentient creature.
No, not at all.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to name you Biblio.
Oh my god, let me write that down. Biblio,
Okay.
my book guy.
As
book
do you continue to
boy.
look through?
I'm just gonna hold it, and if it decides to turn the page, I'll let it turn the page and just make cooey noises at it.
Okay.
The little baby.
It's probably hungry.
What's the little book baby? What do they eat?
I don't know. Do they eat anything?
Meat.
Yeah, meat. So watch your hands.
Grab a ration out of my pouch. I've got some dried meat in there.
I'll do it.
And just set it on the page.
I'll put it in like a bookmark.
Okay. The tongue lashes out, almost shooting it out, wraps it down, pulls it into it, and it snaps closed.
Oh, you're the sweetest.
They're
I'm just gonna
very
cradle it as we continue to explore,
Okay.
petting
Okay.
it every so often.
God, this is
Awesome.
the greatest loot I've ever received in any D&D ever. I just gotta say that. Mimics are like my favorite creature. I'm so happy.
Now, Seisha, if I let you keep this, you have to be very responsible. and feed it. They eat a lot.
Okay.
You have to clean up after it too. It looks slimy.
It is a little gooey, yeah.
All right, I'll give you a trial basis
little
of 30
gooey.
days with it.
Okay. Who's the baby?
And you hear it kind of coo. All
I don't know
right.
whether to be disgusted.
As you come out of the library, you're in the main hallway again with this other set of stairs that leads up. There is another door that is kind of just south of the library. And then you see towards the very end, to the north side, is another door and then another hallway that kind of peels off to the left.
I am going to go to the nearest door.
Nearest door.
Okay.
All right.
So do you go straight ahead towards the end of the hallway, or do you peel left and go to the one that's
Okay,
south?
you come to a T intersection if you go straight ahead.
Okay,
Yep.
And there's a door to the north and south.
go to the north.
Okay.
I'm following her. Just not being in there alone.
You open the door, and this old, musty bedroom features a small reading nook in the sunlit turret. A sturdy ladder propped against the window can be folded open and used to access a locked hatch on the ceiling, leading somewhere. One of the small windows is broken and provides a well-needed breath of cool, fresh air. The shredded mattress on the bed and numerous droppings here suggest a family of rodents may live in this room. You hear the chirping of young birds nesting in the rafters above. Another hearth resides on the south wall. A door on the east leads to a private bath. The bathtub's faucet is dripping, and the area under the tub is sagging, wet and musty. It seems as if this heavy tub could cause the floor to collapse at any second.
You can do that spell that fixes things, right?
I don't know if it'll work effectively against this.
But you could do it board by board, couldn't you?
I could try.
Would you?
Not right now.
Okay. I like this room. It's got a reading nook. And it's right next to the library.
Did you just... Okay.
Okay.
We'll pause on that. Back downstairs. Are you guys doing anything?
I'm cleaning the whole place up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Start cleaning.
I'm assuming I stopped being frozen in place.
Yeah. You were never like actually petrified, but you just that
You were like,
chill that came over you. Were like, oh no.
Okay, so I put the axe away, and I'm like, all right, I guess we're cleaning the place, and I'm doing my best to sleep. Boy, am I bad at it. Boy, do I not know. I'm like...
Okay.
I want to find a way to keep the door open.
Okay.
I want to get a backdraft.
Okay,
going.
you can grab a chair and prop it up against it.
Hard. I want it to stay exactly where it is.
Okay.
Keep
Alright.
it open?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. How much kindling do I have?
You have a broken chair.
Okay. Do I have anything with which the fire can start?
Break the chair?
Yes, as soon as you broke the chair,
Is
that's
when
when
that
it
happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it stopped me
Nope.
from
Nope.
breaking the chair. I broke a chair for you to use as kindling. You're welcome.
Thanks. I gather as much refuse as I can.
Okay.
Do I have enough to start a fire?
Yeah.
I hold out a tinderbox and I say, Leaf, I will burn this place to the ground if you do not show yourself now.
Okay, that's a way of doing this.
Yeah.
Not exactly. We are not all in agreement with this.
That's not why I made the kindling.
What was that?
I don't know.
Okay. So, as you all are enjoying the upstairs and everything, and as you hear Voss threatened an entire house,
Yeah.
your only reward for saving Floon and going through everything that you had been through, the near deaths, the amount of money you've spent over the past 48 hours.
Oh no. Oh no.
You all take in the eerie silence of the manor. The silence beyond the rhythmic dripping from the pooling of some liquid as it crashes down into the warped wooden floors below. Beyond the creaking of the lumber planks beneath your feet. Beyond the soft, howling breeze of the ocean air cutting through windowless frames like a serpent snaking its way through all the halls. All of these small harmonies melding together like the inner workings of a living clock, each piece ticking away into monotony and eventually conceived profound silence.
I feel like whatever he said wasn't good.
I feel like we should go downstairs.
I think so too. Come on, Biblio.
Suddenly, every door and window opens and slams closed one after another after another. Slam, 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 slam.
Right?
Going to jump into her arms.
I collapse.
Sorry. Pick her up.
A strong breeze throws open every door, nearly shaking it from its hinges. Your hair and clothes caught in a supernatural maelstrom swirl around before a backdraft sucks the air from the room and back into the alley. Voss, you standing at the door, hold fast, but are nearly knocked over as this wind rushes past you.
How's my pile?
The pile blows away.
Damn.
The room, now stagnant, stale, and truly, utterly quiet. Your breath now labored from the adrenaline surging through your body, anxiously anticipating what may come. It starts to grow cold and begin to fog in the air as it leaves your body. the hairs once again on your neck now stand on end, and a chill runs down your spine, as if an unseen magnetism washes over you in horripilation. The energy of the room is palpable. You are not alone.
Divine sense.
There is a strong presence downstairs.
Ghost.
Something's downstairs.
Yeah, I know. I'm running.
Running.
Still holding up my tinderbox.
No, stop.
Do I have your attention now?
Stop
No,
it.
stop doing that.
Leaf, clearly we do have your attention now.
Can
so
I run over to the wood I had chopped up and like try to recollect it? Like, stop, no, this is for.
Sure, you start collecting the wood, but you'll have to go outside because it was all blown out.
Right, absolutely. I run out to grab it.
yeah, that's why you're outside. Yeah.
Voss, where are you standing?
I'm standing in the dead center of the room, looking at the bar.
Got it. Okay.
And I'm standing by the bar, just
Yep.
like uncomfortably putting the accordion back away.
You two run downstairs and around the corner into the courtyard of your new abode.
They just run down the stairs, right?
Yes.
What's going on?
Well,
What's going on?
the stairs don't actually lead into.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
they
It
lead
leads-
outside
yeah, they have to get
into the courtyard,
pantry.
and you see V there, picking up a bundle of sticks for some reason. Why do you?
Yeah.
Did I make it down here in time for my divine sense to still be going?
It's instantaneous, and so it I believe, it does not linger.
So what is Voss threatening with a bat?
Until the
then
end
if
of the
it
next
doesn't have
turn.
if it
It
doesn't
would,
have
yeah,
shield?
yeah.
Shut up. Just shut up.
I'm running into the where they are.
Yeah,
What
they're
is
all in the
going
main
on?
tap
Yeah.
room.
Yes.
Great
in fact,
fucking question.
Why don't you go ahead and grab the map and
No,
bring it out
no,
so
no.
that we can
Wait,
show you
no, you don't
exactly
need to do
where
that.
you are?
You don't need to do that.
No, listen.
I feel like
I feel
that's
like,
a
I feel
big
like
overstep.
He's taking an aggressive action towards
Did I
us.
mention that I have a high persuasion?
I have a high persuasion. Oh wow, pretty.
Whoa, cool.
So, we should
Oh,
talk.
that's beautiful. You are not burning our house down.
I would rather burn this place down. than
It
be
looks like
hostage
it's
to a
made of
ghost.
brick.
We're
You
not being held
can't-
hostage.
You
We're
can't
being
burn it
extorted. Know the
down.
difference.
It's made of brick.
He's extorting us for cleaning. That's what's happening.
Voss is over here.
He's
with a
not
fire
extorting
kindling.
us. This is his house.
Assuming,
too.
where you?
I
Where,
know.
where were you? Were you over the trap door, or were you? Where were you?
I was not over the
So
trap
you were-
door.
you were-
I was more like between the front door and the bar.
Got it.
Yeah,
About right
right there.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them are outside.
They're outside.
V chased the chair that blew out.
Yeah, I think
Got
Six
it.
and Vinley ran
It's-
past V inside.
Yep.
Oh no, I'm
Oh, no, you're-
with him.
Okay.
Okay, you run in.
Yeah.
Got
'cause
it.
I sensed it down here. So.
Yep. Where are you, Harold?
I'm by the bar.
By the bar. So you're here. And last
Crazy
but
how
not
much
least,
in my mind's
Finley,
eye I was
where are
picturing
you?
something
I
just
had
like
just
this.
run in and I would
I
go
was
stand
thinking
next to
something
Harold.
similar,
By
actually.
Harold.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty
Yep.
crazy.
So
Not
here
the
is the
same,
back
but
door that you
similar.
guys came from the that led to the stairs, which led up to the second story.
Okay, but the stairs are on the other side.
And that is where we stand right there. All right.
Okay. A moment or two passes as you collect yourself and your thoughts for trying to focus on where this entity may be. All of you have those lingering shadows that kind of right out of the corner of your periph, as if something is stalking you. Everybody's hair is standing on end. A chill runs down your spine. That is until you notice the color of the cobwebbed walls with peeling wallpaper begin to fade, the light being stolen away, like ripping away a warm, soft blanket as the sky outside begins to darken and suffocates the sun into a dark, dull swirling of gray clouds.
Just a second. Do I notice that she's holding a book when this happens?
Yes.
I rip it from her hands and set it on
No!
fire.
Strength check.
Yes, grapple
Yeah,
checks.
opposed athletics checks.
Okay.
Would it be athletic or strength since I'm clutching that
You
thing?
can do strength or you can do acrobatics or athletics. Voss has to do athletics because he is
Understood.
starting it.
14?
15.
15. The book is snatched from your hands.
No!
As soon as I have it,
It's sticky, and as soon as it touches your hands, thunder crashes, echoing through the thin, decaying walls with a flash of radiant light.
I tried to set it on fire.
Boss, no!
As you bring flame to it, it actually opens and lunges at your hands and takes a bite at your hand.
I'm gonna try to grab it back.
Okay.
And I will cast Prestidigitation to extinguish the flame he has in his hand.
Okay. That is a dirty 20 to hit your armor class.
That is.
Not a natural 20.
Shocking.
You're going to take 7 points of piercing damage as it takes a chunk out of it, basically going for the fire that you're trying to light it on fire.
Yeah! Take out my knife and begin stabbing it immediately.
17 to grab it back.
Okay. Making an
Opposed athletic. Make an athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
Yes.
Is this a disadvantage, mainly because I have a book I'm trying to stab, or?
Sure, you're focused. Yeah, if you want to do it, you're focused on trying to stab the book and not trying to hold on to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vinley, when the thunder crashed and the lightning lit the room, you noticed the silhouette projected onto the wall was a glimpse of 5 figures instead of the 4 that are standing within. And with a torrent of summer showers, it begins to cascade over the building, and you, V, as you're standing outside, the surrounding area causing a series of small leaks to filter through the impaired roof above.
Oh no. I'm gonna run away from him too.
Can we just wait before anybody does anything else stupid, like bite someone's arm off or set something on fucking fire, and I have to suddenly put aside the whole fucking facade so that we can actually get something fucking done for a change. What the fuck is that? Why the fuck are you being an idiot? And Leaf, could you please stop scaring the shit out of me?
This is Biblio.
Hi, Biblio.
And it's like growling at you.
It's okay. It's okay.
Everything you interact with.
Why does your book have teeth?
It's a mimic.
Why do you?
It's a great question. I never thought about that.
Also, leave. I'm tired of this.
V, do you
This
come
is-
inside?
Yeah? With my arms with all the broken chair, and I'm just like, you guys,
Who's the medicine kit so we can get
I do.
Voss?
the roof
This-
is leaking.
This is the deed to this building. We are now the owners.
And we
You
want to
are
work
our-
with you.
Harold,
Go ahead.
you are now on our property. We would want to harbor a good relationship. I don't know what my friends said to you.
I know.
But I do not speak for them, and I am the one holding the deed.
It's
Please come out so I may talk to you.
Make a persuasion check.
15.
In the dust, you see written, "Get out."
We can't.
How about
Good, but we can't.
How about this? I'm gonna try persuasion. I'm gonna say. So let's look at it from another perspective, Leaf. Other than getting out, what is it something that you want that maybe we could provide for you so that we can all work together and make this place a nice place where people don't burn things down? 11.
11. It just a line crosses underneath.
B, you want to take this one?
Yeah, hey. I'm a persuasion check this, but like, hey. So I'm thinking maybe we can, if you talk to us, we can figure out some sort of middle ground. The thing is that when we were given a deed to this place, we didn't know you were already here until literally seconds before we were already given a deed to this place. And we were just really hoping we could try to live together, even if it's semi-temporary or something. I figure we can work something out. We just need your input.
In the middle of your in the middle of your rant, you all hear the muffled screams of someone upstairs.
Hey, good roll.
But my persuasion is 14. Does that
14.
mean anything?
Okay, noted.
You get no response.
I start walking towards you.
All right, let's try this from another perspective.
Leaf? Hi. My name is Seisha. I would.
The screaming gets louder.
I'm gonna
It
go check
sounds
on
like
what that is.
small children.
I'm gonna go check out on that. You stay here.
I'm gonna run to the stairs.
Okay. What are you doing, boss?
I draw weapons and go upstairs,
Okay.
looking for anything flammable as I am going.
Okay.
First, I have to stab you. Now I have to stab you again.
You're placing a book and a ghost over me. I just like to mention that for 1 second.
Okay.
What are the rest of you?
Burning down the place will not give us a place to stay.
I'm not staying here. I go
I'm going
upstairs.
upstairs.
Go upstairs.
Upstairs.
What are y'all doing?
I'm staying downstairs.
Staying downstairs.
downstairs
Okay.
as well.
Got it.
We're
Y'all
gonna
stay
double
downstairs.
team Persuade.
Okay. Got it.
We're gonna try our best.
You make your way up to the second floor.
Okay.
And you search around. But you're listening out for those screams.
Yeah.
It's not here. As you hear a little bit above you, more muffled screams.
I feel
Do we
like
hear
it's
the
trying
screams
to trap
going
us.
further up? Down the
No, it's to you guys. It sounds the same.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's get back downstairs. I feel like it's trying to lead us apart.
I put my weapons back in my holsters, and I go where it's leading me.
Okay. You go up
I
upstairs.
go upstairs.
Okay. You go up to the third
Us.
floor, and it's coming further south, where you have not been, Seisha.
Oh, I don't know what's down there.
As you go, you kind of lead and realize that leads you to a T intersection, where immediately on your right you have a doorway that's open, and then there's a doorway to the left that is closed, and that is where the screams are coming from.
I go to the door
Okay.
and open it.
As you go to turn the handle, it does not seem to turn.
Locked?
Yep.
Help me.
Light.
Wow.
Oh,
That's for attacking Biblia.
I'm not a sneak thief. It did just attack my hand. 8.
8.
You're trying to rush to figure out to kind of get in, and you can't quite find the tumblers.
How hard is the screaming?
Do you want me to bust the door down?
How hard is the screaming?
How hard is the screaming? It seems a little. It's not as often
But it sound
right
like
now,
children?
but this, yes,
Definitely.
definitely sounds.
Break down the door.
Okay, make a strength check.
Can I assist her on this?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Weak man that I am.
Yep.
you got
You kind of go
this.
together. Finley standing behind, cheering on.
Ooh, 21.
21. Boom! Same time, simultaneously, you break the door off the hinges, and a scream echoes out. Kind of, but disembodied. You're not sure
Yeah.
exactly where it is as it echoes through the room. In this room, although quite bare, this former master bedroom is in good condition. Windows are intact, and the 4-posted canopy bed is nearly clean, aside from some stained, disheveled sheets and linens. The hearth here is well intact, and a large dusty mirror hangs on the north wall. A door on the east leads to a private bath with a sink and a claw-footed bathtub. The southern window provides an excellent view to the greenhouse, where you notice a short elf tending to the plants as the rain cascades over the glass.
An R? Oh,
No,
that's
across,
stained
yeah,
glass.
out the window. You see
Okay.
it, yeah.
Boss, none of the other rooms looked this nice. At least not the ones I saw.
I slowly look around, looking for 2 things. Any way Leaf is communicating with us and anything that will burn in this room.
Make a perception check.
11.
11.
Can I roll insight to find out, to realize that he is continually looking for stuff to burn?
You see him kind of looking around, but you notice that there's not really anything flammable in here. Of course, you could burn sheets if you want, if you could soak them in something, but
I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Very hard.
Boss, what are you doing? What are you thinking?
Just giving us options.
Can I go into the private bath?
That makes me uncomfortable.
okay.
It's fine.
The private bath is. Where is it? There you go. Private bath is a nicely tiled floor, and it has a bath that has lion-clawed feet. It seems to be pristine white. There seems to be some staining from rust down the faucet from age of use, and there's some warping here from the whole house kind of being drippy. But it seems like a fairly nice bedroom. I mean,
No
fairly
source
nice
of screaming?
bathroom. Yep. There seems to be no screaming right now.
It sounded like a child scream, not a woman scream, correct? All right. I want to look around for toys or any sign that this would have been a child's room.
Okay.
Make
Can
an
I look under the
investigation.
bed? Or can we see under the bed?
There's a bed. You want to go look under the
Yeah.
bed? Okay. Make a perception check.
9.
13.
13.
That was a
Okay,
lot of
alright.
math.
As you bend down and look underneath the bed, you see two figures scream out as you stare at them straight in the face. One is a young boy with brown, shaggy, curled hair, big ears, hazel eyes, and freckles, and he's wearing a yellow stained shirt too large for him that spills out like rising bread over his brown lederhosen.
Do we have ghost babies?
I think these are just
Completely
kids.
corporeal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like children.
You two hear the screams from underneath the bed as Vinley peers under. The other, a young girl that seems slightly older than the boy, with curly brown hair, also with big ears, hazel eyes, and freckles. She wears a simple, dirty, and aged blue dress.
Like big ears or
Like mine?
big ears?
Round.
Okay.
Yep.
Stop.
Who are you?
I'm Kinley. It's nice to meet you. We own this house.
Why did you anger them?
Going to
Then?
It'll be okay, Declan.
Are you
It'll be
talking
okay.
about leave?
I'm Seisha.
I'm Pixel.
You're a
What do you
dwarf.
want? This is our house.
We want to talk to the ghost.
You don't want to talk to that thing. It's mean.
Oh.
Pixel, what's your brother's name?
Declan.
Hi, Declan.
Make a perception check.
Can I make an insight on them?
Yes.
Just like a general.
7.
21.
21. They are terrified.
Yep. Absolutely terrified. You notice that the younger boy is so scared that he can barely talk right now. Like he's shaking.
Can you
Pixel's
guys,
the girl.
would you like to come out?
No.
Are you sure? I promise we're really nice. Persuasion.
We don't want to get hurt again.
Do you live here?
Hmm?
Do you live
Yes,
here?
we live here.
Problematic.
No, it's okay.
Who are you? Why are you in our house?
I'm Seisha. We were given this house. We were given the deed to it because we helped someone who had the deed. So we were looking around, and the ghost sort of manifested. Leaf, the bartender, he manifested, and we were trying to figure out what to do, how to talk to him.
You made him angry and he hurt us.
He hurt you?
Yeah.
Do you want to feel better? I can help you so you feel better.
Lead them out. Please.
Help Declan.
Declan, take my hand. It's okay, I promise.
It'll be okay.
Make a
Do you
persuasion
want to
check.
see something amazing?
I back up immediately.
Okay.
I
Trying
reach
my
into my
best not to
bag.
scare
15.
And I pull out one of the beholder plushies.
He, as you kind of do that, they kind of shy away, and he kind of hesitantly, like clinging on to the girl.
It's okay. And the girl actually reaches out and touches your hand first.
I'm going to cast Lay on Hands.
Okay?
I'm going to. How beat up does she look?
You can't tell.
Okay, I'm going to put 3 points into her.
Okay. It's okay. She's nice.
He'll hold his hand out, like it's shivering, like shaking,
Okay.
and you notice that there are like cuts up the fingernail, like evenly up on the fingernails.
I'm going to put 5 into him.
Okay, and kind of heals up, and you notice now that you didn't see before, there was bruising around his neck that was a handprint that fades away and goes clear.
I'm so sorry that happened to you. We didn't know you were here. Will you come with me?
We're supposed to stay in here until Mom gets back.
How long have you been here?
A couple hours. She goes to work in the dock.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you come with me, and that way I can keep you safe if he tries to hurt you again.
Okay.
All right, come on.
Lead them out from under the bed.
They very hesitantly follow you as like they're constantly, their head's on a swivel, like a snake that's constantly looking around, very spooked.
Do you want to
I
hold my
offer
hand?
the plushie to the boy first.
The little girl will take it. Be like, look, the eyes follow you. Here, you just focus on that. I'll keep us safe.
Would you like to hold my hand? Would you feel safer?
Okay.
Okay.
And the little girl takes the young boy's arm and takes your hand.
Okay.
Where are we going?
We're going to go downstairs so you can
There's
meet.
monsters downstairs.
Yeah.
My friends are down there
There's
too.
a scary monster with big teeth, red eyes, and kitchen.
Not anymore. I locked that one in the basement.
Oh, that was very clever of you.
Yeah. Had to rig up some string and put some food down the stairs. It went down there. I closed it. And something else locked it.
You're a very bright young lady. I'm impressed. So you want to stay up here? You don't want to go downstairs?
We're supposed to stay here. That's what Mom told us.
Okay.
But something attacked Declan.
Right. Well, if you won't go downstairs, I'll stay up here with you, and one of my friends can go let them know what's going on.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Would one of you guys go downstairs and let them know?
I'll go.
I bet they could do a shadow puppet show for you guys. They do the best shadow puppets.
I
like
rush
shadow puppets.
downstairs as fast as I possibly can go.
You go downstairs? Okay.
Go down, open the door.
What's going on?
And that's the second time I got that rash. Hey, what's up?
We found two children up in the upstairs portion of a bedroom.
Ghost children?
No,
Yeah.
no, real children.
Oh.
Yeesh.
Can you help Station Finley lead them out of the house?
Out of the house.
It might be better if Harold goes without me.
What? Come on, it's okay.
I might
They're
scare
No,
them.
you won't scare them. Come on, you're always afraid you're gonna scare people.
Now that you're closer, that you realize that they're gnomish,
Okay.
so they're a lot smaller than normal. So
Okay.
Come on.
big, large
We do the puppet
ears,
show.
and the button nose,
Okay.
and the
Okay.
poofy cheeks.
Okay.
as soon. Shit, I don't know what their mom looks like. Do I know what the kids look like?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
just saw them.
You just saw them.
Okay.
Brown,
keeping-
shaggy, curled hair, freckles,
Big ears.
Gnomish.
big ears, gnomish.
I have to rush back upstairs, and
Okay.
because I don't know what the mom looks like. Yeah.
When we see you rushing, oh shit! And I run too. Thinking like,
as soon as you do, I said, wait,
Okay.
wait, just nothing loud. They're very scared.
Why
Are you all right?
You're okay.
You're real tense.
Okay.
I'm fine.
You're
Just,
running.
can you ask what their mother looks like, please?
Yeah, I got it. No worries, man. Don't worry
Thank you.
about it.
Thank
Do
you.
you
I'll
all
wait. I'll wait.
you all go upstairs?
I go upstairs.
I follow.
Okay.
I wait in the right to follow.
I wait in the hallway.
Okay,
for
go
Harold to
upstairs,
come
but
back.
wait in the hallway.
Wait.
Okay, got it.
As you
waiting here.
all exit the tap room by either means to make your way to the back stairwell through the rain, the temperature difference is staggering, like a cold slab of beef being thrown into a sweltering oven as the shoreline temperature and climate washes you over you in this summer rain from the cool room that you were just in.
Oh wow, I did not realize how cold it was.
As you pass me, if I'm feeling it that cold, I say to you, get them out of this place no matter what. Even if you
That
have to
was
fight
from the tap room.
Okay.
Please.
So the tap room was
Just
cold,
the tap
and
room.
upstairs
Just the-
is comfortable.
yes.
Upstairs is
Okay.
normal.
Okay.
As you guys leave the tap room with the chill and run out into the rain, and that warmth takes over you, the door behind you slams shut, and you hear it. At least the best it can lock in its current disheveled state.
That's the door to the tap room.
Yep.
Okay, well,
But,
So we're all upstairs.
just keep
well,
going.
this was right after you left.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'll
As
just
soon
keep
as you
on
left,
going.
as soon as you exited out this back door here and started making your way up this way.
Yep.
But I'm
Okay,
out
alright.
in an alleyway.
Yep,
correct?
You're out in that
Gotcha.
back alleyway. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm
And
still
then
waiting.
the stairs lead up and kind of go to the second
Still
floor.
waiting. I would like to make a perception check on the outside of this place to find the best place to start a fire to start burning it.
Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, you know that is an awful idea because every single building is connected and you will not only burn this house down, but every house in the entire alley.
Yep. It is like a.
Do I, in my mind, know where the closest church where you can hire a cleric is?
There
Still waiting, but
trades, there's temples all over the place. The castle ward is where most of the temples are housed.
You, in your olden days, never made your way up to the North Ward very much.
Yep.
So, the nearest one that could be in the North Ward, you have no idea. But you know of many that are in the Castle Ward.
I keep in mind that
Okay,
where
got
I
it.
am.
I am so sorry. I was so surprised finding you here. I forgot your names. Can you tell me one more time?
He's Declan, and I'm Pixel.
Declan and Pixel. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Would you like to see a magic trick?
Sure. It's not scary, is it?
No. No.
Okay.
No. Be prepared, Dagman. It's a bright color, okay? And I'll cast prestidigitation to make a small, soundless firework go off like behind me.
That's pretty. How do you do that?
I've just always been able to, like, my mother used to do this for me when I was a child. So I thought it would come to you. And I will continue to do little fireworks of different colors for them.
Eventually, you all make your way, and you see Finley doing a little sparkle show for these two children that are just kind of sitting there, just enraptured.
Guys, our friends are here, okay? The people who are going to come in, they're good people.
Okay.
Hello.
I stopped the show.
Hi,
and put it
Hailey.
on Zordon.
I will
She's
usher V.
big.
She's big, isn't she?
Yes, but she's pretty, isn't she?
Yeah, they're both. I like he got a purple coat and,
Uh-huh.
and a red one.
Declan's like clutching the beholder plushie.
You know what?
I'm gonna
You
pull
wanna
my
try on my
beholder
coat, buddy?
plushie out.
I'm just kind of like, kind of.
You think you look good in my coat?
That's a little big.
Not for him. Look at him. He's a big old guy.
You gonna wear the coat? No? Okay.
How about a song then?
What are you guys doing here?
It's a good question.
Well, we own this building.
You keep pulling out this piece of paper. I don't know what it says.
So-
It's a deed, and it means that we own it, but no one told us anyone else was here.
When does your mom usually come home?
She's here before nightfall.
Okay, what does she look like?
Kind of like us.
Okay, what color's her hair?
Brown.
Brown?
What time is it outside?
It was about, you guys got the deed and everything. It'll only be maybe another 30 minutes before.
30-minute, hour maybe at the
yeah.
at the latest.
Yeah, because you guys embarked on your mission to save Floon at the early morning of the day and have run most of the day through.
Okay.
What's your mommy's name?
Her name is
Coronado.
Arenado?
Coronado.
Arenado. Oh, that's pretty.
A lot of people call her Kara.
Oh, I like that.
What does she do in the dock room?
I don't know.
So, how often do you guys stay here?
Every day.
Yeah.
Huh?
Every day.
Every day, you're always here?
Mm-hmm.
And you guys have to deal with Leaf?
It hasn't really happened much.
No?
No. Sometimes we see things in the shadows, but nothing like this.
Have you seen anything else? Is it normally just Lee?
Pixel
What?
told us that there
A
was
leaf
a
is
monster,
on a tree.
and she trapped it in the basement.
There's a monster in the basement?
She was very smart.
What did it look like?
It was scary. It had sharp teeth and red eyes.
Very furry.
Furry? Red eyes? How, was it my size? Smaller?
My
No,
size?
no.
Bigger?
Smaller?
Kind of closer to him.
Okay. Hey, you know what might be a good idea? Do you know the people next door?
No, we
Does
don't.
anyone know you stay here?
I don't know.
Well, now we know, and we're here to help you. So, so you guys have been here for a long time now, and you haven't had any problems up until now. And now,
Not like this.
but you had some small problems, maybe just little spooks, nothing
It's always
like.
a
yeah.
haunting.
Yeah, mostly downstairs. Nothing,
ever-
nothing upstairs. That's why we stay up here.
Have you ever talked to the ghost before?
No.
They've
No.
never shown themselves?
The ghost apparently after we got here hurt Declan and Pixel. Yes,
hurt kids.
yes. It was.
What kind of bartender is that?
It attacked them after we got here.
You don't say.
Yeah.
This is our fault.
I don't know that it's our fault, but I think we irritated what's here.
Yeah, but
And
same
it
as like
lashed
burn it down.
out at the people who couldn't defend themselves.
Okay, so, well, you guys need to stay with us.
Okay.
And we're going to wait until your mom gets here, and we're going to all discuss this and figure out what we're going to do next. I don't, on the one hand, obviously, we don't want to kick you out. On the other hand, we don't want ghosts to
We're
hurt
not
you.
gonna kill
No, obviously not. No, obviously not. But I'm saying we have to figure out what we're going to do about this ghost. Because clearly, being friendly to it doesn't work.
Vinley, can you fight ghosts? Like, not you, like the general you. Like, is that something someone can do?
Typically, yes, there are ways to expel a ghost from existence. But mundane implements don't work.
But we've got a religious paladin with us, don't we? And you probably know lots of religious people that don't like ghosts.
I could probably check with the local church to see if there are any people here who specialize in it. I mean, Ogma has, it's all about knowledge. So.
And you know, I might go around the neighborhood and just ask the neighbors if they know anything about Old Leaf.
Do you guys want to come with me?
Sure.
Okay.
No?
Declan,
Are we?
Wait on mom.
Declan,
Yeah.
the pretty lights that I showed you
Wait, where are
earlier,
you going?
They look better
I'm going
outside.
to go to a church.
No, we have to stay here.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were
Your
going to
mom
a different
won't
room.
know where they are if we take them before she comes home.
But we can leave Voss just out. And the thing is that the mom sees people here. Your mom will probably get a little nervous and think, oh, well, I don't know if I can or can't be here, and she'll leave.
She doesn't work
No,
here.
it's okay. We'll
She
just-
probably won't like it if we're not here when she comes
Oh, no,
back.
No, I
yeah.
understand. What we can do is wait a little bit for when she comes back.
Yeah, we should
And-
probably wait that out.
It's not going to hurt us
Let me just
to wait a
go-
little bit.
Let me go let Voss know what's going on, okay? 'Cause he's
Okay,
waiting.
that's a good idea.
So I will meander back to Voss.
Harold, I will say, since you and V stayed downstairs the entire time, what you said about not being nice to it doesn't seem to work. Nothing seemed to really be a problem until it was threatened.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah,
So
you
I definitely am
start
putting that-
thinking
yeah.
back, and you remember a distinct moment when things started going real bad.
Okay, and it's the moment I'm sure I'm thinking of. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna meet back with Voss.
I'm just waiting outside.
You chill out a little bit. You good?
Name. She look like.
Oh, they didn't really give me a good description.
Did you get a name?
I'm probably did. I'm a little caught up because kids are getting hurt.
I know.
So, right, yeah, we're both on the same page there. So, while we were down there, nothing happened. They've never had anything happen. until right around the time, and I don't want to point any fingers, but you fucking said you were going to burn the place down.
Subtle.
Did you get the mother's name?
What I'm saying is, the mother's about to be here. She's going to be here. That's going to happen. We can't be talking about burning this place down ever again, because those kids got hurt. And I'm not saying it's your fault. It's not. It was a good gambit. We didn't know there were children here, and I don't mind if I get hurt, as long as I don't die. All right.
Come with me really quick.
Sure.
And I go down towards one of the close alleys, a little bit away from the house.
Okay.
I turn around. I'm sorry if my actions hurt anyone. Having said that, this thing in this house is dead and gone. And I don't care what I have to do it.
Pardon me for being a little forward, but from what I understand and what I've heard, you've been dead and gone once, right?
What are you implying?
What I'm implying is everything has a different culture. Everything has its own story. Everything has its own rules. We don't know what we're dealing with. Just like I don't want children to get hurt, or I don't want you to get stabbed while you're knocked out. I don't want Ghost Guy, if he's legitimately confused, to just get wiped away. It's his bar. I don't see this as a hostage situation or an extortion. I see this as a miscommunication. I think we're all looking at this from the wrong perspective. And I think that if we had people here who are better mediators than us, we could probably work with this thing. I mean, I'm looking at it from a monetary and a safety perspective. If we have a ghost on our side, A, we have people that will attack without anybody knowing where they are. B, we have safety whenever we aren't here. C, we have a reason for people to check us out and make lots of money. Voss, I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to put aside all the goofiness. I don't get you at all. I don't understand. You're a really intense guy. I imagine that the life you lived before you got to me is probably way more fraught with danger than mine ever has been. I mostly just sleep with women, drink lots of booze, and occasionally steal stuff. But that much having been said, we're a team now. You can't just burn down our house or threaten to burn down our house without checking in with us. And now we're on a big situation. And it's not your fault. Like I said, it was a good gambit. But now we know the stakes. Whatever that thing is, if we risk pissing it off again, it could kill one of us. We just have to play ball. Now, here's my plan. We go back to Seisha. We say, hey, grab one of your cleric friends and bring them around. We're going to try one last time to talk to this guy. If dude doesn't play ball, okay. We send the cleric in. We go, it's our bar again. Otherwise, I need you to breathe. I need you to work with us. I need you to understand that just because I know a few things about you, or just because we've had a tough time up till now, you can trust me. You can trust all these people. And we have to be able to trust you, which means the tinderbox has got to go away. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
All right.
Oh, really? That was it? I still got it.
I will not attempt to harm the specter
Yet.
yet.
Can I ask you a personal question? And it doesn't have to do with everything I mentioned earlier.
I suppose.
Do you have a thing against ghosts? It's cool. The way your jaw set really answered that one for me. So, if this is a personal vendetta thing,
It's not just spirits. Anything that hurts children is scum. I don't care what it is and why it did it. But good point. I will rein myself in. I do want to go look for the mother. If she gets here and I'm not here, it won't make any difference. But if I can find her quickly, it may save some time. You agree to that much, at least?
Absolutely. It's a good plan. Okay.
All right. Do you
I'll go
have
get
a name?
No. I forgot. I'm only a professional when it comes to talking to people, but gathering information, I mostly just kind of siphon out the stuff that...
That was the one thing
I know.
I asked you to do.
I know you didn't tell me to do that. They might have even told me, I just wasn't really... The kids were hurt, man. Okay, I'll go get the name. Hold on. Yeah, that's my bad.
Please.
That's my bad. I accept it. I fucked this one up. I'm going.
As you guys turn, you see a hooded figure cut into the alleyway.
How tall is she?
You don't know if it's a she?
Okay, how tall is this person?
They're about right at 5 foot.
I will like kind of walk over to the alley.
I do the same, less comically.
Yeah. I just kind of and I get over to the side and I'm like,
As you look around,
yeah,
she's already going up the stairs.
Hey, excuse me. Pixel and Declan were
throughout the rain, doesn't seem to hear you.
I rush forward.
Pause on that.
While they're off talking, I just had a plan, and I think it might be a good one.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we need to know more about the bartender, Leaf, right?
Yes.
The next door neighbor is an elf. Why don't you go ask the next door neighbor if he remembers anything about Leaf?
Good idea.
Yes, Vinley for talking.
I felt like there was something I should be offended at, but I'm not like grasping it.
No,
Okay.
I say you because
I'm an elf.
Because you're an elf, yeah, and you're really pretty, and I feel like he's more likely to.
I'm scary. She's clunky.
Yeah, and I don't want to leave the kids.
Leave the kids. Can I look out the window? Is the elf still out in the greenhouse?
Rhea, no. You don't say leave the kids and act like it didn't happen.
Make a
perception check.
Ooh. Oh shit, he gone. 7.
Don't see anybody up there. And again, it's
Torrential downpour.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's pouring. There's nothing.
I'll add that to the list of things we need to get done before these children are left alone.
All right,
That's fine. That's fair.
okay.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
I just figured that.
We just thought
Also-
it could help. It could help.
I figure we just need to know more about him.
Just as an aside, do either of you hear Harold talking?
No.
Because a bitch talks loud.
Okay.
No, that's a good point.
Oh.
Can I walk over to the door and open it?
Oh, I hope Voss hasn't killed him.
What door do you open?
The one Harold went out to talk to
Let's just make the assumption. He looks pretty flammable. Let's send him back in there.
Furry ass coat.
Yeah.
As you open the door, you were met by a heavily cloaked figure dusting the heavy water off.
I'm going to
As
move
they
between
look
the
up-
door and the kids.
And wide, large, round eyes look at you, look past you into the room.
Kara?
Hand goes down to the hip, pulls out a dagger.
Kara, Kara, it's
listen,
okay. It's okay, Kara.
We're coming up the stairs, right behind her.
Pixel,
Yeah,
Declan?
you guys will be coming up
Is that your
right
mom?
on this moment.
Okay.
There
Is that your mommy?
was
It is our mommy.
a ghost.
Okay, it's all right. Your kids are okay.
Don't you hurt my baby.
No, we didn't.
The ghost did.
The ghost hurt them,
ghost-
but it's okay. They're
They'll
safe.
tell
They're
you.
healed.
She's telling the truth. She helped us.
My name is Seisha.
She puts, are you okay?
And then this is when you guys come up.
Yeah,
He's like rushing up, and I'm like, no.
Voss, you come
Are you trying
around.
to grab me?
No, I don't actually grab you. I'm just like, no. Ah.
Voss, you come around the corner as you see this kind of standoff, and you see her.
It's okay. Why don't you guys
Are you
run to
okay?
your mom? Go to your mom, guys.
Yeah, they helped us. They helped us.
And then as soon as you say that, the younger one, Declan, immediately rushes.
Kara, why don't you come in out of the rain?
You guys are in the house.
Y'all are in the
Yeah,
house.
she's
Yes.
upstairs. She's upstairs in the house.
Oh, I thought she was still standing on the landing.
No.
No.
This was had coming in, making her way to up that flight of stairs. You had come out to go.
Okay, got it.
As you open the master bedroom, she's there.
Okay.
And she's just like cradling her two children, and like looking them over, not seeing any visible, like looking like.
The man I told you about downstairs, he came upstairs this time.
It's never come upstairs. That doesn't make any sense.
I know that's why you tell us never to go down there, but.
So we are coming up the stairs at this point, right?
No, you guys are
y'all
here.
there. You'll hear this conversation. Yep.
Unfortunately, I think we disturbed him when we came in.
Go ahead and.
Who are you?
We were given this place to have.
This is impossible. This is my house.
You're absolutely right. Because you're not going anywhere. You're welcome to stay here.
I've been in my family for years.
And I totally believe that blatant lie. But, here we are. We have the paperwork, and we're saying, or at least I'm saying, and I'm opening it to a vote, that I don't see any reason why you and your family should have to
I'm
go
absolutely
anywhere.
not kicking them out of their home.
I don't know
Okay, just curious. It's just a thought. All right.
what that is.
That is apparently the name of the entity that lives downstairs in the bar.
His name is Leaf. He's a bartender and he owns this place, but he's dead, so he doesn't own this place. He just haunts it.
It has never come upstairs.
Well,
I'm sorry.
There's probably some extenuating circumstances that I definitely don't know as to why that happened. But, the fact is now your kids are safe, you're safe, and we're going to go investigate the situation with Leaf so that we can make sure this doesn't happen again one way or another. Caronato's her name.
Yes.
I do remember it. Anyway, it's a pleasure to meet you, Kara, which is what her friends call her. Sorry. And it's
This is Harold.
hi, I'm Harold.
This
Harold
is V.
Hamilton.
Hi.
This is Venley.
And this is Seisha.
I introduced myself earlier.
Yes.
And Voss is back there.
I cough as loud as I can.
You see her still looking you over kind of judgingly and discomforted.
Are you hungry?
Now that you're like taking her in, you realize that she looks pretty famished. The kids look pretty famished. They don't seem to.
Why don't I go downstairs and try to cook something up?
And she takes a seat on a little stool and then picks her foot up past the large hooded robe that she was wearing, and you see wooden planked shoes with two wooden planks extending down from it. And she
Are they like
pops
the
them.
shoes of that store owner?
No, not ones that automatically.
Oh, yeah. So exciting.
Can we have your shoes?
More like rice patty shoes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Seisha, there isn't anything in the kitchen to cook.
I was going to see if I could find a store nearby.
Seisha,
Okay.
we gotta talk about that book soon, and the gaping wound in his arm.
I'll go get some food. And I actually just leave out the way I came, and I go to that general store of the guy that I said.
Okay, and with that, we're going to take a break.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for the first half. And we're going to take a quick 10-15 minute break. And
Subscriber count?
55. All right.
Well done.
So thank you guys so
20
much.
away
We have
for next
20
giveaway.
more for the next giveaway. So
Tell
keep
your
that
friends.
And that is subscribing to the RockPunch ATL Twitch channel. So again, thank you all so much for tuning in, and we will be right back.
Find out a little bit more about these spookums. See ya.
Hey, welcome back to D4.
Yeah, for those that came in a little bit later on the D&D chat, they're in their new house of Trollskull Manor, and as they were cleaning up the place, trying to figure out what to do, they started exploring upstairs, and then to try and get a firm answer, Voss decided to intimidate the ghost by saying he was going to burn it down, and then that's when all hell broke loose and the spookums appeared. All the doors started slamming open and closed, and the spirits seemed to become very angered. They then found some children upstairs that were screaming, said that they were hurt by some entities that were unseen, and now, after some serious debates amongst some of the players, they're now faced with the mother of the children, deciding on what they're going to do next.
Okay, I just want to interrupt to be like, I swear you said Baruch LaRousse instead of broke loose.
Oh.
Am I crazy?
Broke loose.
Baruch loose? I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Baruch
and I just
LaRousse.
Baruch LaRousse.
It's a new character name.
La Rose.
All right.
Baruch La Rose.
So
D&D Beyond next week. Broke La Rose.
I think
All
I'm
right.
the only person who heard it.
So the children now embraced with their mom, who's taken off her shoes and is trying to figure out what you guys are doing as Voss started to head downstairs and go retrieve food.
You're heading to the trades ward.
Yep.
You know that it's probably going to be quicker to get a carriage. It is probably going to be about an hour walk.
I get a carriage then.
Okay.
How much is a carriage?
A silver, or sorry, not even that, like 4 copper.
Worth it then. I attempt to flag down a carriage, trying to hide the fact that I am bleeding profusely out of one of my arms, so that they'll not think I'm just some street thug trying to rob them.
Easy enough. You move out
Really?
to
Desperate for work.
It's raining. You pull your coat over.
yeah. Water's washing most of the blood away. Most of it has stopped bleeding at this point, but it is definitely an open wound there with the jagged teeth marks. You kind of go out to Sonderon Street, and there is. It's a busy enough street. It's easy to flag down a cart carriage. Easily give directions.
Trades ward.
Yep. To the.
The pack mule.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
To the Pack Mule, which is the general goods store that you went when you met with him and that.
Okay. You enter the store, and again, the first thing you notice is that the missings poster is removed from the outside window. You enter into the multiple aisles of random goods, ropes, lanterns, different goods for any of your daily or adventuring needs. At first, you don't see the kid, and you see the man with the curled mustache, thin, helping out a customer as they leave the store. And you walk up and you see his name. On the name tag again is Jonas.
Jonas. Wish I knew that before.
I forgot about that.
Come up to Jonas, nod. Does he recognize me?
It takes him a second, but let's see if he does.
Okay.
Yes, it takes him a second, and he goes, 10% off, as we agreed. Thank you.
Is he here?
He's in the back.
I'd like enough food for 8 people. For at least, let's say 2 days.
Okay.
Whatever that might be, basic rations, that kind of thing. Do you sell candy here?
Oh my God.
Shut up! Oh, you shut up.
Yeah, yes, it's that aisle. You don't really seem like a sweet tooth, but that aisle's food. You can find it in the back corner.
I'd like to speak with your nephew before I go, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, I can get Brendan.
Thanks. I go to the food.
Oh, sorry. Reddard. Reddard.
Okay, so Jared, what was his name?
Janice.
Jonas.
Jonas and Reddard.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, Jonas and Reddard.
It's Jonas.
My favorite people. I collect enough food for what I feel like. I don't even know if we have a kitchen now that I'm thinking about it, or one that's usable.
You were in
You find there's a like kind of a basket with some loaves of bread, like the French bread style.
Okay.
You went into the kitchen.
I know very little about feeding myself beyond the basic necessities of food.
And
Not a
then
cook.
you find there are a few chunks of dried meat, nothing fresh, like fresh. If you want fresh meat,
You gotta go too.
you gotta go
I
to
get
the butcher. There is hunks of cheese, not wheels.
I cannot.
We're gonna get back to that. D&D Beyond.
But that's about all he has here. There, other than like there's some grain, like some bags of like oatmeal.
I don't know wouldn't even know where to begin with that, unfortunately. I take what does not need to be prepared.
Just mainly the cheese and bread.
And and the hard dried meat.
What's the most colorful 2 pieces of large candy that I can find?
There is a large lollipop that is multiple colors as it kind of swirls around.
Okay.
And then there is what appears to be almost like a sphere. It's white and it has like almost like little speckles.
A large
over it.
sphere?
Jawbreaker.
Large sphere?
Yep.
Yeah, about that big.
Jawbreaker double D. Sorry.
Sorry, Christ. I get one of each.
Okay.
Actually, 2 of each.
Okay.
Okay.
Just so they don't have to share.
The candy is a copper apiece.
All right.
How many loaves of bread are you getting?
How much would I need to feed us all at least for 1 meal?
I mean, it's a loaf, like a big of the round, French bread style.
The baguette.
The baguette. Thank you. And so 2, 3 of those.
I get that much. I get enough to be able to feed all of the occupants of that place.
Okay.
for at
Bread is
least
2 copper a loaf.
For how
2
long?
meals.
2 meals?
2 full meals.
Got it.
Because it's probably the capacity of what I can carry.
Okay.
Okay.
How much does that cost me?
Right now you're up to 10 copper.
I go up to the front counter. I drop everything I'm buying. I don't pull it out its scabbard, but I hold up my rapier and I say, the closest place that I can buy another one of these.
There's some in the Trades Ward, and there's some in the North Ward, and I think maybe even some in the Castle Ward.
Closest place?
Closest place? It's either going to be...
There is tons of smiths around you, but you actually recall, as you were leaving and flagging down a carriage, there was actually a smithy about 4 houses down from your
Okay.
house in your alley.
Gotcha. I keep that in mind.
Okay.
And he tells you something slag, something dragon scaled, something. I don't know. It's around here somewhere.
Can you wrap this all up for me while I speak to your nephew?
Yeah, no problem. And he rings it up. And he goes, you see it all ring up to 10, put something in, it drops to 9.
Oh, cool.
I give him 9. Thank you.
No, thank you. I just hope he's gotten his wits about him.
And about that time, the back door opens and he goes, "You wanted to see me, Uncle?"
Straighten up, boy.
Hey.
I'll leave you to.
Thank you. I'll walk up to him.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
Give me your hands. I put out both of my gloved hands.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Can I make an intimidation check
You can.
instead? Yeah. 15.
Okay. He, like, shaking, like, kind of hesitantly, but holds his hands out.
I take him in my hands. How, from the feel of his hands, what's the strength of his grip, quickness of his fingers? How close is it like mine?
Far from yours, but he's got a steady grip.
Potential.
It's hard to tell right now because you can feel his nervousness in your presence.
Yeah.
I let go of him. Why did you join the gang?
Easy money. Cool thing to do. I don't know. I don't want to be a shop boy my entire life. I mean,
You know how to fight?
good enough.
I feel like an insight check is on the horizon.
I mean, I hold my own.
I hand him the rapier I've got. Put it in his hands. Can you use that?
Yeah.
Show me.
You see the Jonas kind of, he's away tending to something on an island, on some other isle, but his interest kind of perks up and he's looking really intently at you in this moment.
And he kind of he hands it back to you.
I take it.
I made a promise. And I'm gonna abide by it.
You did. That doesn't mean you can't learn. And I'd like to take a piece of paper close by.
Okay.
Pen, if I can find it. And I want to write down basically the training regimen that I do on a daily basis.
You see a small notepad and a pen tucked into a small pocket on an apron that he's wearing.
I take it out and I begin writing that down. I hand it back to him.
Okay.
I'm going to be by twice a week if you want. If you so choose, I'll teach you how to wield a blade. Not for a gang, not for profit, but for your own power. You can decide what to do with it then. I understand no one likes being weak.
With that, you have all of your items in a little crate kind of pushed into you. As Jonas is standing next to you. Your stuff, sir.
Thank you. Consider it. I'll be back in a few days. A nod to you. And then I move out with the stuff.
Dope.
Kid just watches you leave.
Boss is awesome.
Right?
Shut up.
All right. You're gone for a while. What are you all doing? You're at the house in the upper floors. There's still more of the house to explore, but you are now seated with the mom and the two children who seem to not leave her side.
And that was the third time I got a rash. Probably not a good story for the kids. In any case,
You see her like holding their ears.
What? It's a true story. Don't worry about it.
And the young boy is like constantly trying to like move and hear what's going on.
Little ears, Harold.
They were tight pants. It's not a big deal. Listen, okay, so I think what we should probably do is, it's a good story, right?
No, I mean, like, they should know to not wear pants.
I know,
tight.
come on, it's ridiculous. In any case, so the point of the matter is, I think that our best bet is to try to figure out some information about our guests downstairs.
I mentioned to Venley about going next door and talking to the gentleman who lives there.
You want Vinley to do this?
She's the neighbor
Uh-huh.
they saw
Yeah.
was also.
An elf. He's an elf.
Oh.
I just figured that, I mean,
But we
the
thought.
way you reacted to Harold, and he's our most charming person.
I'm
so
not.
It's probably not a good idea to send him over, because what if the person...
And I'm big and scary, so I can't go over.
You think they're not gonna like this?
Don't,
Harold.
don't.
Let's ask some questions.
Harold.
Everybody's being friendly.
I am.
Don't ruin it.
I'm
I'm
not.
so sorry.
I'm asking you, genuinely. I don't know. I'm not an elf.
You
I
see,
don't know.
you see the mom just really intently watching you over, just trying to get a bead on who the hell you are and if she should trust you.
Frankly, I honestly don't know how he feels. I mean, or she. I haven't actually saw.
It was a he.
Was it he?
It was a he.
A he. I just know that where I'm from, there aren't many of you.
I imagine it's because they usually end up lost.
Indentured servitude.
Okay, well, that was all right. This is along the lines of the rash story, but here we are. So, did you want maybe some accompaniment?
Yeah, I get very uncomfortable talking to people, so having you along might actually help.
Yeah, you can focus all the uncomfortableness on me.
We'll stay here with you guys, if that's okay.
It's not necessary. Been
Why don't we
here.
all just make a
Do
group
you, do
outing?
you mind if we look around the rest of the building, aside from downstairs, because we don't want anything to happen again?
That's fine.
Okay.
Hey, do you still have the origami thing?
The crane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it to them, and if they get in trouble, they can write and send it to us. Oh wait, is it gonna go wherever it goes? Help, we're in trouble, and then
No.
some random person's gonna get it.
No, you send it to someone you know.
Yeah. Give them the crane, and if there's trouble while we're gone, they can just shoot us over, and we can run right back.
Yeah.
I think we'll hear it if there's trouble.
That's a.
Also
Okay.
a very fair point.
That's fair. All right. I guess we'll wait until we
Or
all
you
leave
guys
together
can
as a
come
solid
with us
group
as we
for
look through the
that.
house.
We're fine. And you kind of see her like protectively
Sure.
with her children.
You know what? I think they're fine.
Dagger in
Let's
her
go
hand.
meet our neighbors.
You guys have fun with that.
I turn to Declan.
We're going to continue looking through the house.
We're gonna continue to the house.
Okay.
Protect the little one. Protect the little one. He's a very dear friend of mine. And I like gesture towards the plushie. I'm like, it's up to you, Declan. And I'll turn and start walking away.
Touches it.
I will give the usual, hey, I'm heading out. Hey, hey, don't leave me hanging. What are you doing?
Remember?
I'm heading out.
Sorry, I was editing a name. I thought his name was Drexel. It's Dracler.
It's Declan.
Declan.
Christ.
Hey! Drexel and then I put Dracula.
D word and P word.
Dracula, and now it's what was
Dracula.
So once we leave the room,
Okay.
I'm going to turn to V. Hey V,
Yeah.
you want to meet Biblio?
I'm sorry, a lot of autocorrect just happened.
Are we
Yes,
still? Are we
I would
still?
love to be Biblio.
We're
Who
in the
is
hall.
Biblio?
Okay, I wanna. If I hear you say something about the book, I'm gonna be. Just 1 second. I'm gonna come outside and be like, "What is that
The
thing?"
master bedroom door closed.
Okay, who's Biblio?
You hear it?
Yeah, I figure. Yeah.
Biblio's the book I found.
Don't
Wait, ready? Ready?
take your time.
Who's
Open
the
mind.
precious baby?
And you see is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eyes open up on the spine.
Okay.
Okay.
I know I'm not the smartest person, but I know no book is alive, yes? Okay.
And it
I'm at least educated enough to know that. Okay. So
and
I
then a
need
big
to know.
long purple tongue pops out.
Okay, this is the first time I've met a book that could read me.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Seisha,
Yeah.
you do know books cannot be alive. That is not.
Well, apparently they can.
That's not a book. That's something pretending to be a book.
As you're
You
looking
are
down,
correct.
You realize it's on a new page.
a flail snail escargot.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Seisha.
Does it actually read?
Seisha.
Yes.
Yeah,
Look, don't touch it. Look.
I'm gonna scratch it under its binding.
It's a little sticky. As you-
But I'm not gonna stop now that I've committed.
Make an animal handling check.
You know, now that I have my bard stuff at level 2, I'm not terrible at this.
Can't do any worse than me.
A 12?
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Are you setting
and,
it up
and,
there?
yeah, it actually like
Oh, what is its
like
name?
3 of the eyes kind of.
Biblio, you are an official member of the team.
Right?
You are one of the best friends now.
Okay,
You little baby.
You guys gonna be cool?
No, I just know that
Is this one of your favorite shirts?
I just bought it. Yeah.
Okay.
I literally just bought it yesterday.
I don't know. I don't know how long it takes for your shirts to become your favorite. Every shirt's your favorite. Mm. What? Oh, come on. Tell me which is your least favorite shirt. Go ahead, V. Tell me which one's your least favorite.
The one
I
she
no
just took
longer
off.
wear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
It
shit.
got all ripped up. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
You really taking her side in this? I mean, why would you take my side? So yeah, that's fair. Are we ready to go?
Yes.
Have fun, guys. Okay.
If you get in trouble.
Can I roll to see if I know what that is?
Sure, make an Arcana check.
Okay. Not that I
Can I?
specifically good at Arcana. I just
haven't
want to know
rolled
if I
yet.
know what
Yeah,
it is.
sure.
Not
I mean, you were told.
9.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she did tell me.
I don't know what it is. I just
no
know
idea.
that no book can be alive. So,
You read the spine. It says bizarre beasts and how to cook them.
how to cook them.
I love the title it chose for itself.
So I'm thinking.
Shows for itself. That's true.
Oh, it eats meat.
Yeah, I gave it a little bit of jerky earlier and it loved it.
It literally is giving you information on how to feed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The look of horror on your face, like, okay.
I guess it's giving you information on its favorite way of feeding it.
Well, it just told me how to make some escargot.
I guess we should go find some
Speaking
seals.
of escargot,
Right,
I've
right,
already
yeah.
started walking down
We'll
the
see you
stairs.
guys in a bit.
I lost my. Oh, there she is. And I'm gonna go
So
downstairs.
y'all start to head down. What are you doing? And are you staying with Seisha V?
Yeah,
Okay,
I am
what are y'all doing?
because I'm
Starting to go
scared I'll
through the
scare
doors that I
people.
have not gone through yet.
Okay.
I felt
All right. So we're gonna resolve that, and then we'll make our way outside to you guys.
So there's one more on this hallway, I believe.
There is, and
You've investigated both bedrooms down this T intersection.
Yep. And as you go down that other door, you turn the corner, and there's 2 doors, and you open them up. One is a privy,
Okay.
and the other is another door into the private bath.
Oh, okay.
And then you have this set of stairs that leads up.
We're gonna go up 2 floors, I think.
Okay. I probably don't even make a check. I just go up the damn stairs.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna go up the stairs. Is the door unlocked or locked? Is there a door?
The spiral staircase that leads up into a narrow, unlit hallway
Watch that step.
with 2 closed doors leading north and south. The floors are creaking, coated with dust that seems to cling to your boots.
Oh, those are nice boots.
You're not here.
I know. I'm so
You're my conscience.
Gonna show her the library first. We have a library.
You've already been up here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's where I found Biblio.
That's how you knew about the stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I just. Okay. Yeah.
I'm thinking I might take that room because it's got a reading nook.
Go for it.
Let's try this door.
Okay.
The room where the master bedroom is, where all of the gnomes are, is
Yeah.
actually on the 3rd floor.
Right. So we're
Yes.
on the 4th now, right?
No, you're on
No.
the 3rd. You have
Oh,
not
we're still
moved
on the
up.
3rd.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
that's
as you
why
go,
I said we go up the spiral
yes,
staircase.
and that's you started talking about
And then
the
you said
other.
to show the library.
I thought that was on the 4th floor.
Nope, that's
No.
third
it's on
floor.
So we
Third
haven't. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was confused.
I'm gonna
okay.
clear things up. Has she been on the 3rd floor?
Yes, that's
Yes.
where the master bedroom is, where you found the kids.
So the library is on the down floor. So we went downstairs.
No, so second floor
So
was
there's
where.
another spiral staircase
Yes.
Yes,
to a place no one has been.
Correct.
correct.
That's where we're going.
Yep.
Glad we all know.
Wait. There was a trap door in the ceiling of the room I wanted to go in.
Let's go. Might as well.
Okay, so you make your way up the ladder into.
That is
Imaginary layout.
Yep. So
Okay.
you make your way up. Climbing through the hatch from the north bedroom reveals a small, dimly lit turret peak. A small window provides the highest eastward view from the manor, overlooking the alley. A dusty, unlit oil lantern dangles from the conical roof.
The anguish, I could feel it from here.
A dozen finely made silk pillows are tossed haphazardly in the corner.
That's nice.
Searching underneath them reveals a handful of hidden rough sketches, mostly artistic body figure studies.
Ooh. Those are pretty.
Body figure as in an artist or
Yes.
someone who studies the body?
As in an artist drawing of the
Nude
human
figures.
body.
Not anatomy, but
Not like
Yes.
anatomy
Figure sketching.
studies,
Yes.
but
Like the
like
naked
I want
person
to
in the middle of the
sketch
room,
pretty
right.
dancers and pretty poses.
Most of them seem to be nude sketches.
Yes.
Not a body,
we
it's
could
a
use these to
body.
decorate.
I'm sorry?
We can use these to decorate.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, go for it. My yeah.
Okay.
They don't see crude or lewd
Yeah.
in any way. They just
They're artistic.
nude.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
they're
They
artistic.
are
My
artistic
dad
nudes.
has
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it from here.
Okay.
Yep.
So there's
back down.
silk
Okay.
pillows,
A lantern,
unlit lantern,
right?
a window overlooking.
The alley.
The alley from the highest peak. It's
alley.
literally like a round room with a conical spire, where a lantern hangs in the center, and it's mostly just a little hideaway, a little reading nook.
Perfect for prayers.
Yeah.
Or a closet.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go check
Or a
out the other
great
doors.
walking
Okay.
closet.
Yeah.
And the other doors on the third floor, there is a total of 2 privies in the hallway,
Can
not
I?
including the private bath in the room that you claimed and the private bath in the master bedroom.
Can I take the silk pillows?
Sure.
I take them because
Okay.
I want them.
Do you want to just leave them here for now until you choose a room?
I want to make sure I get to keep them.
Could I have one?
How many are there?
It's like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give you 1.
You have. You take the other 2. Yeah.
I'm ready.
Well, the 2 tucked under each arm, so you have
Yeah.
4 carrying.
No,
the-
I take it because let me tell you, I've seen the rest of this house, and I ain't
Oh, I found
cozy.
a room that has really nice sheets in it too. They're beautiful. They're white and embroidered.
Really?
Yeah, there's several of them. There's like enough for a couple beds.
Show it to me.
Oh, okay.
That's down on the
I have
second
a hard
floor.
time believing this, but there's
Well, I
silk
mean, we have
pillows
to
in the
go-
attic, so
we
might
have
as
to go
well.
down- We gotta go down to the second floor.
Okay, that's fine. We'll go down there.
You guys make your way back down. You know exactly where it was.
Yep.
And
So-
there's a small stack of a couple of different linens. Some to seem to be moth-ridden and stuff like that. But the lower levels have a couple of sheets that still seem to be nearly white, and have the fine embroidery on the edge.
I bet
with-
Finley could clean them up for you.
Yep, absolutely. But at the same time, even if not, beggars can't be choosers.
Well, I
I've
could wash them for
realized.
you.
No, I know.
Right.
I'm starting to feel a little guilty because I've realized that like I've left my home and I can't always live within the means I'm used to, and I'm being a little ridiculous. And now I'm being really self-critical, and I'm feeling kind of bad.
You don't have to feel bad for being accustomed to the life you've lived.
As I hold
It's
4
okay.
pillows. Thank you. No, I had 5. I gave you 1.
It's okay.
She knows exactly how many pillows she has at all times.
That's fair.
Thanks. That does make me feel better.
Now let's go find you a room.
Okay.
Scurry up to 4th floor.
Okay. The 4th floor. As you make your way up the creaky stairs.
I leave the pillows with the linen that we found because carrying them just isn't practical.
Yep.
Do you want to put them in my room so that they don't get grabbed by anybody else?
Yeah, with the linen.
Yeah.
So
Okay. You guys make your way back up to the 3rd story. You make your way back up to the 3rd story into the.
Just set them on the other side of the bed so you can't see them when you first walk in.
Oh, thanks. You know what? I never thought that you would suggest that.
Well, I mean, they're yours. You claimed them, and I have been around Voss for a long time.
I feel bad because I know they're not mine. But I'm like, you know what? I appreciate it, thanks. And in my mind, I'm like debating, like, maybe I should let everyone else have one. We could all have a pillow, I guess.
Okay.
The power of friendship.
Huh?
Nothing?
Who gets a pillow? Who gets a silk pillow?
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna need a bed.
You're not gonna share one?
Well, I mean, I'll put it next to mine.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good boy.
Or girl. Whatever you are.
Or whatever book.
Does
Monster.
the little like volume number have a gender?
Literally, it's a book.
Yeah. The baby.
Turn it upside down, shake it, and just kind of.
I'm not that curious.
It's impolite to check.
All right, now we'll go up to the 4th floor.
Okay. As you make your way up the creaky stairs where the dust seems to cling to your boots, you open the door, and then suddenly, a flutter of movement and angry caws cry out as a family of ravens fly wildly through the room. The 3 ravens quickly escape through a hole in the roof of this former bedroom. Black feathers flutter through the air, just floating, now still. The bed here has been converted into a large raven's nest, replete with all sorts of junk and avian trinkets, like tree branches, bones, pieces of wire and wool.
Whoever stays in this room is going to have to keep giving the ravens trinkets.
Well, I think the ravens find their own trinkets and collect them for themselves.
Oh, that's right. You have to give them food and they bring you trinkets.
Yeah.
We'll have to make sure whoever stays here knows that.
Okay.
Just gonna check around and see if there's anything noteworthy in here.
As you look around, not really. There's, like I said, there's bones, pieces of wire, wool, things that seem interesting and eye-catching to a bird.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull some hardtack out of my pouch and kind of crush it up and sprinkle it around on the bed.
Okay.
They're probably hungry now.
They probably are hungry.
Okay.
There is
another door.
Yep.
Let's go check that one.
Okay, yeah.
This is storage. It is a storage room. It is cluttered with dusty decor. The thick dust here is stirred into the air and catches the light as the door is opened. A stack of paintings sit precariously in the northwest corner. They mostly appear to be in fairly good condition and depict a wide variety of subject matter, from pastoral landscapes to aristocratic portraits of nobles. A few old mounted animal heads, such as elk, bears, lay protected under a white sheet. Old oil lamps and lanterns are scattered among the objects. Old musty bedrolls are propped against the eastern wall. A stained sheet covers something special in the southwest corner.
Quick question: how fast would this room set on fire?
You're not there.
I am not.
I really hope Boss is
miles away. Boss goes. Feel a disturbance.
Nah, first thought, I really hope Boss doesn't set this room on fire.
Maybe we should hide all the oil lamps.
I don't think we should tell him about this room.
Do you remove the sheet?
Yes.
Yes.
You see a massive troll skull and a rolled up large piece of parchment.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Yo, get the fuck out of
town. Oh, that's handy.
It's a fucking
I'll grab one side.
Grab that side.
queen.
Oh, that is nice. That is. I was just thinking we needed to map this place out.
Oh my god.
When all of a sudden, I need a dexterity save from the two of you.
Oh no,
as
not
the
dex.
floorboards underneath you.
Oh no!
Ghosts.
Yeah, creak and
Strong
crack.
ladies are going through the floor.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. Voss, if you don't mind, we're going to.
Oh, I go flying down.
14.
That's dirty one.
Ooh.
That's a
Dirty one.
Dirty one. Well, because I'm -1 and I rolled a 2.
Yep.
Stacia,
Dirty.
put your
Yes.
cup on the corner.
Yes, sir.
Bad one.
The one without.
Yeah, no, the coffee, yep, that one. Yep, there you go. Thank you.
Here, do we want to use
Get your
this?
cup.
Yeah.
Get your cup.
Wait,
Put it-
we got
put
you.
We can use the Farrier's handbook. Sorry, it just kind of came out of me.
And I thought I was the bard.
I'd like to hear the rest of that song.
It's really just a chorus right now?
I'm working on.
I got the hook.
bridge.
We're working on the verses.
Okay.
Remember the verses
All right.
of the bridge?
Good.
So blueprints is what you find.
Okay,
As you go down, what did you get?
14.
14. All right.
I think you land on.
You go crashing down to the room below as you kind of grip and grab and kind of hit the edge, but your weight is too much, and that last floorboard just snaps as you go crashing down.
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Both of us?
As you both slam into the ground below and kind of dust and debris kind of rubble and kind of fall down. As
now,
you look at the giant hole in the ceiling.
That's gonna have to be.
Yikes.
Oh.
We fell from the which floor? Third floor?
The fourth
Fourth
floor
floor,
onto the third floor.
Yep.
What room are they
Is
in
the
now?
fourth floor the Garrett's?
You're actually in the
Main hall.
main hall, just outside.
But we fell from
you
here,
fell
right?
from here,
Okay.
and you are right there.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
You almost landed on the stairs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Could you roll the out one more time? If you guys did?
Okay.
Yeah. From
That's where we
here,
started.
now you're here.
Could you roll to the side?
Sorry.
Please.
Sorry.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't
Oh.
even realize. I was in shock from the fall.
No, that's fine. Oh, baby, are you okay? Okay.
It yawns.
I should probably
Okay.
put him down.
Well, I guess no one staying there.
Well, they could stay in the room. I mean, we were in the closet.
Oh, that's fair. I just thought it'd be drafty. Okay.
Well, most of the rooms are, the windows are broken.
All right.
I just think that Finley will have a grand old time fixing everything.
So this map says that there's a basement.
Yeah, that's where the monster is, though.
Right, the kid said there's a monster, but don't you think we should maybe try to take care of that monster if we're gonna stay here?
Maybe we should wait for everybody else, though.
That's true. We should probably gather everyone before doing that. But I mean, I before I even knew there was a monster there, I tried to open the hatch and I couldn't. And I guess we should probably get Voss to pick the lock.
Yeah. Why don't we go put Biblio in my room and try to clean up the kitchen so we can cook dinner?
Okay. Are we gonna go to the store to get food? Because there's nothing here.
Voss went to get food.
Is he getting snails? For the book?
I don't know.
I'm just a little worried about this book when it gets
Well,
hungry.
Harold's got the ribs.
But that's Harold's ribs. He loves those
But
ribs.
I'll buy them from him.
That's up to him. I'm not making this choice for him. All right, let's go clean the kitchen, I guess.
All right, as you guys make your way down to
Running by the room and setting him on the silk pillow.
try
and
and
then
figure
going
out
down.
how to get into the downstairs.
Yes, we are.
We make our way to Vinley and Harold.
That was the fourth time I got a rash.
I don't care.
Anyway, I threw out the pants. That's where all that was going.
And
All right.
Look, I'm just making small talk, Vinley. This is fun. We're having fun together. It's okay. Anyway,
Okay.
so you're making your way across
Downtown.
the street to a 3-story townhouse, the third floor of which has been converted into a greenhouse. Translucent glass walls allow anyone, including yourselves, on the street to see a rainbow of flowers blossoming within.
I just kind of stop for a second and look at it.
I back up to stand next and like, what are we doing?
Nothing. Reminiscing. Let's go.
Okay. And as you walk up to the front door, there is a sign, and it says, Corellan's Crown.
Krellin's obviously a name.
Can I roll something to
Religion.
Yep.
Okay.
Religion. I know a little bit about that now.
I missed. I threw them right into my other dice. Hot. Got a 6.
13.
Call me Paris because that is hot.
The name has some familiarity to you, but you can't quite place it.
But I know it's religious.
That's Vinley.
Oh, okay.
You remember just hearing tales of, you're not quite sure where, but Corellin has something to do with the elves. You're not sure in what aspect or what way, but that name definitely has something to do with elven culture.
So, do you know what this is?
It's a shop.
No, I mean like the Corellin thing. It's an elfish thing. I figured you might know.
I don't. I know it's a religious name.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's an elfish thing. That's all I know. I heard somebody talking about it relating to elves. You know what? We can ask them. Go in.
Yeah.
And I will open up the door and step inside.
Okay.
Kill it dead.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on that roll, actually, Vinley.
Okay, 10.
You have advantage.
When he brings
that
it
was
up,
the
you're like,
second roll.
yes, okay, yeah, that is an elven god of some sort. Not one really you paid a lot of attention to, but now it's like, okay, yes,
Yeah,
that is.
it is.
Yep.
It is an elven god.
As you open the door, the immediate aroma of herbs and spices hits your nostrils. It is strong and overtaking. There's a small, like a lingering smoke in the air as incense lingers in. And as you walk in, there is a figure standing behind the counter. Tan-skinned, long brown hair, braided neatly behind long pointed ears. They wear green and brown robes and appear to have some form of dirt or other something on it, from whether bark, some form of spices, something covering the dirty greenish brown robes. They see you enter and look up and smile.
Hello.
I'll say hello in Elvish.
Returns the favor.
I will look. Oh, hello in Elvish as well.
It's good to meet some of my people. How can I be of assistance?
Well, we are your new neighbors.
From where?
I thumb towards the. We both thumb at the same time, just at the.
Trollskull Manor.
The abandoned place.
Not abandoned
No
anymore.
longer.
I'm glad to have such warming and lovely faces.
Why, thank you.
Is there any type of spice, tea, herb, floral decoration?
Tea and floral decoration, for sure, because we're trying to fix it up and it's bad over there.
I heard that it's haunted.
Really? Do you know anything in particular? Like, what are the local rumors? I just got here.
So, rumor has it that there's an old barkeep that refuses to leave. Love the place. Don't remember his name.
I think it was in some of the paperwork we got. Leaf.
That does sound familiar, yes.
I think in the same paperwork it said that this guy might have been Elvish. Did you ever get to meet him?
I had not. I'm dreadfully sorry. He's been gone for over 100 years, and I've only been here for about 80.
Maybe somebody else here has had any experience with him.
Possibly. You could ask the man over at the Bit Nail, or the couple at the Steam and Steel. There's many people, lovely people that live along this alleyway.
But you know how it is with when it comes to those that aren't elves. They tend to have such shorter lives, and it tends to make it so that it's difficult to find someone who may have met him in person. Are you the only one that works here?
Yes, this is my establishment.
It's very nice.
You should see upstairs.
May we?
Sure. Just let me close the door real quick. Make sure no one walks in, no one attending the storefront.
Very well. Absolutely. We'd love that.
And as they walk by, and you notice that amongst the jars of herbs and spices, there is a glass display behind the counter of vials of liquid.
I lean over to you and go, we should let Voss know about this place after we make good here.
Yeah.
They are larger, look like larger vials and like beakers, look like potions.
Okay, sure.
Harold, being someone that always tries to find something that they can use against somebody, something where you can get the upper edge, typically like overplaying yourself towards women or either playing the dynamic of the male, either alpha or beta, depending on which you need to appropriate the situation. Hard to tell with the figure in front of you. So you're trying to like, what approach should I have?
Sure.
Can't really pick it up.
Absolutely.
Takes you outside, and there's a back stairwell that runs all the way up. And does not put a hood up or anything, actually seems to enjoy the rain that falls upon them.
I follow suit just because I'm like, just trying to fit in.
It's a lovely time of year.
Really is.
Waterdeep has some of the most unique and perfect conditions for some rarity and all of the floral varieties. There are certain things you shouldn't touch, so hands to yourself.
Absolutely. I wouldn't dream of touching something without paying for it anyway.
I appreciate it. Well, welcome to my garden. As they open the door, and it is the whole roof, just vines hang down, and there's baskets that weave these intricate floral bouquets that are extremely exotic. There's all varieties of flowers, all varieties of herbs, everything. Not a square inch is not taken up, except for the pathways. It all seems to be very miraculously tended to. And
I'm going to turn to Vinley once they're kind of, talking stuff. I'll be like, I figured you'd appreciate this.
You notice you don't know whether or not it's the rain or she's genuinely sweating, but her forehead's really damp, and she seems a little uncomfortable.
Did I put you in a bad situation?
No.
Hey, just tell me if we need to go. It's lovely. Wow. And I just start pointing out bouquets and just clearly, it's very genuine. You genuinely be like, wow, this is amazing artwork. And, as an artist myself, I always appreciate any sort of work I see. So everything you're doing here is unbelievable. It must have taken you centuries to become this talented.
Make a nature check.
Sure.
And I'm sorry, I'm Vinley, by the way. I didn't get your name.
Fala.
Fala?
Fala Leffew.
That helps.
Fala Lavalier.
Leff, Lefaliir.
I mishear everything.
Okay, cool. My
Leffew.
flower person.
And you were, sir?
Oh, I'm Harold Hobbleton.
And they do a gracious bow and hold out a hand. It's a pleasure to meet both of you.
Do I know what to do in a situation like this?
Not really. You see this as a formal elven.
Greeting.
Yep.
I will mirror it, and with my gloves still on.
Okay.
Allow contact.
Yep. Takes your hand, embraces both of them, looks you into the eyes, and says, "A pleasure, and the moon and sun shine upon you." And holds their hand out.
I do whatever she did.
Looks at you and kind of puts their hand on your back and presses you down a little lower.
Mm-hmm. Clearly,
not forcefully, not.
Yeah, no, he's just like, oh, I'm stretching. Ooh.
Then does it again, grabs your hand, brings you close, eye to eye, very intimately. It's a pleasure. May the moon and sun shine upon you.
Likewise. I am very thrilled that we're neighbors now. If you ever need anything, or you ever have any problems, don't hesitate to come ask us. We're always wanting to make good with all our neighbors. We want to make this a lucrative business for everybody on the street, and we want everybody to benefit the same way we do.
That sounds lovely. I've heard rumor that it used to be very glorious tavern, and the alleyway could use a little pep in its step.
Certainly, when compared to your business, it is such a mire on the street. We want to make sure we try to match the elegance of all the other buildings here, so that we're not.
You flatter. And please do not pour mercury over your tongue. I do not need it to be silvered.
Well, he kind of like sits there thinks for a second. He's like, I'm just trying to be nice.
And I appreciate it.
I'm not maybe as versed in the, I'd say the elven culture as I probably should be.
Maybe your friend and I can teach you.
He looks nervously to Bentley. I'm sure that could possibly happen. And when it does, probably, maybe, we will, I would certainly be open to that.
Okay. That sounds good. Now, I provide potions and herbal remedies if you ever need it.
Always. We have a friend. His name isn't important, but he dies a lot.
Dies?
Not like all the way dead, but like, if you can think about like.
He's accident prone.
Yes.
Yes. And you want something to soothe his ailments and injuries?
Yes.
Maybe
Well,
she's talking about Harold.
Maybe you focus on the joints. He hits the ground a lot.
I have many things that can provide in these things if he ever so needed. And they are walking through and just kind of letting you take in all of the different floral and herbal arrangements, and seems to pick what color you're wearing, your blues, and finds a flower that matches the butterfly on your book, very almost mirroring the color perfectly, where the edges of the flower are black, and then there's that light blue that fades into a deeper blue at the stem, and tucks it in your ear, and then keeps walking and finds an orange flower that is like a sunset that radiates from a deep orange up into a yellow, and tucks that in your lapel, and it's a nice contrasting pop to your purples.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
It is nothing. So is there anything that I can be of assistance now besides gandering through my garden?
We were just looking for now, getting to know, and seeing if you knew anything that we didn't know about our real estate that we just came upon.
Enjoy the alley. There's many fine faces. There's a fun little shop at the end on the west side.
What's it called?
Trinkets and Trunkets.
I would like to go there.
It's hard to miss. It has the bubbles.
Okay.
Just wondering what that was.
Fantastic. Thank you. Follow, correct?
Follow, yes. Harold.
Bows deeply.
Vinley. Your last name?
Galanodo.
Says your full name in perfect Elvish.
Haven't heard that in a while.
A treat from me to you. A gift from the old world.
Thank you. Follow. I can't say the fucking last name.
Leffew.
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 Follow Leffew.
And says your name in Elvish.
I say her name back in Elvish.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Messy.
Yeah. It's not perfect high Elvish.
Yeah, definitely like a thick accent in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
I think we actually have to get going. Dinner. We have guests.
Oh, you cooked my ribs.
Yeah, oh my god.
Everybody would love that.
Is it open already?
No.
we're
Unexpected guests.
Yeah, we're just trying to get everything ironed out.
If you are to open it, make sure you sign up with a guild.
The which one?
Taverns and innkeepers. Don't really know the full name of it, but I know they run one.
Thank you for the heads up. I
Did not know that.
did not know that.
Thank you very much.
Of course, anytime. and they will escort you down through down the stairs through the shop. Unlocks the door, and may you have a wonderful day.
You as well.
Avanda Shari.
And peace. And as we're walking back, I'll turn to you and say, "Hey, I didn't put you in a weird situation, did I?"
No, I just... Not many people are nice to me, Harold.
I don't see why not. You've at least saved my life 3 times now. I feel like I'm almost obligated to be nice, but let's be real, I just enjoy your company. If there wasn't one person threatening to kill me all the time, then I would feel like I wasn't doing my job.
Thank you, Harold. I just think that place really reminded me of where I come from, and I don't really like that place anymore.
You know what? The beauty of Waterdeep is you can make your own future, whatever you want. The world is yours, as long as you're willing to fight for what you want. And hey, you got me and my Warcordian to get you there.
I appreciate that, Harold.
Now we would grab everybody and go to Trinkets and Trunkets.
About this time, a carriage pulls up, and Voss steps out, carrying a basket full of stuff.
Whoa! Oh, hey.
Speak of the
Sorry, I
devil.
thought you were somebody coming to kill me. That's a joke. That's a joke.
I have food.
Nice! I've got ribs. Let's do this.
Now we just have to deal with the poltergeist blocking the kitchen. Let's go.
Nah, no. I got a big, good plan that I'm coming up with still that we will use.
I hold all the food out to the 2 of you. Do you mind taking this back? I need to make a quick stop.
Yeah.
I grab the lighter.
I do take the bag that has the candy out of that and keep that on my person now.
Okay, noted.
I'll take the food and I will kind of and then go. Oh, that's a lot of food. All right.
I'll take that one grocery bag that just has like the milk in it.
Like the cheese.
Yeah. Like, got it.
Sorry, it'll be quick, I promise.
Hey, take your time, man.
Where are you going?
The closest blacksmith.
You make your way down to the end of the east side of the alley, to where the smoke billowed above the rooftops. As you approach this many-windowed indoor forge, there's a sign on the door that says "Steam and Steel."
I enter.
All right.
Along the walls and racks are many various forms of armor and any variety of weapon that you could ever choose from. They all seem very generic, but still very finely crafted. The smell of smoke lingers in the air, and you can hear the tapping of metal as a hammer rings out upon steel.
I start looking for the shop for rapiers, similar to the one that I have.
Okay. You find a whole section of thin-bladed swords. There's different ones that have more of a bucket-style hilt, and others that are intricately woven steel into an ornate design. There's some that... Prices?
Yeah.
They are... Prices.
Yeah, I call it a Warcordian.
That's the first I've heard that, and I love it.
All right.
And as you take in, you can see this open area. You can see the forge in the back, and you see a large man, well over 6 feet, shirtless, working and just tinking away on something. What catches you though is his charcoal black skin and vibrant orangey red hair, and as he turns, that kind of goes into a full beard. His back arms covered in orange body hair as he just works. His leather kilt kind of sways as he just moves almost perfectly. Not a single bead of sweat on his entire body.
Do I know what he is?
Make a nature check.
Certainly.
And as this large 5.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Another. You kind of see a burst of steam come up as the fire of the forge inhales. As he brings it up, you actually see a ball of fire appear in his hand as he slams the hammer down. As the fire comes out, and then immediately bursts into steam. As coming around the corner, you see a thin, frail, almost, but still very muscular, wearing loose, flowing green and blue tunic. A light, almost aquamarine blue skin, long white hair pulled back into a tight bun. Deep aquamarine blue eyes pierce as it kind of holds, and you watch as the water of the forge that the weapon that they're working on actually comes up and washes over the weapon itself. Burst of steam comes up as he smiles. They don't not seem to notice you at first as you quietly came in to look around. They hold up what appears to be a longsword, but innately carved where it is only single-edged and kind of curves a little bit at the top, kind of coming down at the base to a loop and then almost like a jagged end that works its way down. It has not been hilted yet, but it is beautiful. And they kind of smile, and you see the look that the light-skinned
Do I know what the other one?
Make a nature check. Gives him.
It's better. 19.
You do recognize that,
Hey.
actually, because you've seen one similar on the ship that brought you to Waterdeep.
Yep, that's
This is a water genasi.
The large
Probably
man.
make the assumption of what the other one is then, probably.
The large man looks over the blade, smiles, puts his hand, and looks over.
The blue-skinned.
I apologize for interrupting.
It's no apology at all. Welcome to Steam and Steel, my friend.
I see where it gets the name.
Sweetie, we have company. Perhaps you should.
Oh, that's cool.
Let me know if he needs anything.
I will. Put a shirt on.
You see the eyes of this one glowing as hot as the iron he was just hammering. He looks in your direction. You can't, it's pupilless. It's hard to tell if he's rolling his eyes, but he just kind of looks over and goes to put on, not a full shirt, but a full apron that sits over. And his voice sounds deep and rumbling like a low fire that echoes from a fire pit or a furnace of some sort.
So awesome.
I see you admiring the rapier.
I do. Both seem to be well versed in the smith arts. Tell me, I need something light, something durable. It's going to see a lot of action, I imagine. What would you recommend on your many selections that you have here?
I will leave the weapons to my beloved. He is the weaponsmith. I am an armor smith. My name is Avi.
Avi?
This is my husband, Imbric.
Nice to meet both of you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. So, I see on your hip a rapier. You're looking to embellish yourself with a new one.
I pull out the rapier, realizing I'm not going to be able to threaten either of these people. And take it in the on hand, switch it to the off, and for a moment regain my ambidextrous nature. And do kind of a few short wall fencing maneuvers. Yeah, I think I'm ready for another, actually.
As you're holding it out as one of your final flurries and thrusts, you see Imbric take his hand and runs a finger across the blade. Do you mind?
Not at all.
Takes the other one, holds it, seems to hold it up in front of him. swishes it around, throws it up in the air, turns, catches it behind his back, then puts it and adjusts it just a little bit. Almost perfect. And he holds it back out to you.
I take it.
I'm loving these NPCs.
That was a
Release
Princess
it.
Bride moment.
Well, how would you improve upon the design?
Whoever forged that blade didn't put enough weight into the handle. It's off just slightly. It would not impede your movement at all. But I know fine craftsmanship when I see it. It is fine, but not perfect. Try this one. He pulls one off the wall. It seems a little bit more flourished and kind of not really your tip. Pulls it off, looks at you. No. Puts that one up. Pulls out a more simple one where it's just a bucket. There doesn't seem to be any ornate filigree or anything. Nothing flashy. I think this one's more your style. Here. Put your finger here. And he puts it right at the base of the hilt. And he lets go. And it teeters. And then bounces perfectly.
His name was Imric?
Imbrick.
Imbrick.
I flick it up, grab it with my right hand, and do the same kind of flourish as I did with the other.
All right.
Quickly pull out the other and kind of point them both in opposite directions here.
It's a fine look on you.
How much? This in the scabbard.
It's going to be 25 gold pieces.
I am sad on the inside.
Swallow it down.
I have a question.
Of
And
course.
don't mind me prying. I just need to make sure that my weapons aren't being used for nefarious purposes. Don't want it coming back on me or my beloved.
No, like killing halflings.
So,
Shot.
you do not seem to be a noble.
No, sir.
Why do you need such a blade?
My team and I have recently taken occupancy in one of the manors close by here. Now, it was said that it was Trollskull Manor, correct? On the deed?
Correct.
Trollskull Manor, it's been abandoned for some time. We've recently come into possession of it, and I'm thinking of beginning perhaps a small adventurers guild there. Starting with just a few of us.
You're saying the old manor has been opened again?
No. We're starting to work on that, but with time and perhaps some divine intervention, we'll get it open.
That would be nice. It would be nice to have a local place to go here. Not have to travel to the Trades Ward or even to the other ones.
We'd have to deal with Tally.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what. I have a bard in my party, a skilled one. And when we get this tavern open, if you say reduce the price of this fine blade enough that I can afford it, what would you say to drinks on the house for as long as our bar is open?
That is it. How much do you have?
I pull out all the money I have, which is 5 gold, 16 silver, and 35 copper. This is not a worthy sum for the blade that you have made, and I apologize for that, but I do have need of it.
We would save a lot of money.
That we would. My only concern is, how long have you been renovating the property?
How many hours has it been?
Maybe 3, 4, because you went off on your own.
It's recent. We're dealing with some architectural troubles.
I understand. Renovation of that magnitude could, including the guild dues that you're going to have to pay for the Carpentry Guild and the Chandeliers Guild. And
There's a Chandeliers Guild?
Pompous.
Of course. The Guild of Chandeliers and Candelabras?
Oh, okay. Yes, it's going to require a lot, which is why I would like to...
Look, you're going to have to spend a lot of money soon. So, when you're open, we'll take that deal. It's hard to give a blade away for a promise that doesn't look formidable right now.
I understand.
But I will give you our word. And I will even say once you have begun renovations and we see prominent, I think a deal could be struck for drinks on the house. As long as you are open, I would be happy to gift this blade to you.
Well, that's incredibly generous of you. And I do appreciate you at least thinking about it.
Well, your offer is just as equally generous. So, think of it as one proprietor to another, a business deal.
Is he giving me the blade? I'm not...
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I thought. That's
yeah.
what I thought. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Oh, man. Reluctantly place it back on the counter.
He picks it up and actually places it behind the counter, out of sight for anyone else to pick it up.
So cool.
This is a hard question to ask. This is a fine establishment, but with the money you see before you, is there anywhere I could buy a cheap blade to use until I can fulfill this promise?
For a rapier, probably not. Our prices are about as fair as they get, especially for the quality and workmanship of our blades.
Of course.
We can sell you something shorter, less worked, a short sword perhaps. That's still going to be a little bit out of your price range. Unfortunately, I'm afraid there's not much other than a dagger that you can afford right now.
Pull out kukri. I have one of those, but it's time for me to begin getting back to what I once was. I promise you this, though. I will be back.
Well, we hope to see you more. And again, we are happy to see the tavern open. It has been...
Speaking of that, as we are going about with our renovations, the man who sold it to us told us that there was a man thing that resided there at one time called Leaf.
No, that manor's been used for many different purposes, but not many people stay long.
I can't say. I can't say. I think the last owner was a dwarf some years ago, but fell on hard times. It never really got it open, unfortunately. Like I said, it's kind of the namesake of the alley. We'd like to see it prominent and up and going again.
I would like to see it fully renovated and cleaned as soon as possible.
Well, if you need tools of any such, we have those.
Actually have basic tools. Appreciate it. I'll consider it, and I'll certainly tell my companions about your fine establishment. We have those who your skills as an armorer would be most welcome towards, I think.
Wonderful. I look forward to meeting them.
Of course. And I reluctantly leave the shop and go back.
Before you stop, can I get your name?
My name is Bill Ronto.
Well, it is a pleasure, Mr. Ronto. And I look forward to future endeavors and sitting down for a meal at your fine establishment when it opens.
Of course. I will take my...
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh,
Oh, wait, no.
crap.
Deception.
Bill Ronto.
It's a 9.
Good. You see, when you say that, the dark-skinned man look at you and then look over at his beloved and then back at you and then just turns around and walks away.
I need to get better at lying.
Or just don't lie.
Can I have been waiting outside when he steps out?
If you wanted to head
Yeah,
that
I was
way.
literally just gonna be like waiting for him, and I'll be like, "Hey man, I dropped the food off, and I wanted to drop back by here. Hope you don't mind. I was listening in." He busts open his coat, and he's like, "Until you got it," and I hand you a rapier.
Aww.
I take it.
I don't use it much. Got the Warcordian.
It's clearly more your suit. Thank you.
This one is definitely more embellished and
Oh, super fancy. It's got a gold. I mean, it's got like a fake gold here and like a purple grip.
It's fancy as shit.
I had to
I
be custom.
don't even scoff. I take it.
Oh, the boys are bonding.
Until you get the fancy one. That thing is nice.
All the girls are standing
You'll
up.
get
Hailey.
yours back. I promise.
Thank you, Mr. Ronto. And then I will.
all right, you all
I'm gonna
meet
let
up.
you get away with that.
I know when to take and when to give.
Yeah.
You guys are all outside. You placed the crate of food under one of the awnings on the front porch.
Yep.
But
And I also had my ribs set down next to it as well.
Yep. Okay. But you all are outside as Harold and Voss and everyone from upstairs makes their way and
Going to
is waiting with you.
tentatively try the door into the ground floor.
It seems to be locked.
Just as an aside, everyone, we have to wrap this up quickly because you have somewhere to be.
Oh yeah, you have a hot date, don't you?
3 strings. Oh my God, what are you gonna wear?
I don't know. I forgot.
Oh crap, we gotta get you some clothes.
What time is it? What time is it? What time
Are we
is
back?
Yeah, we're all
Yeah,
standing
everybody's-
next to the door.
But you're at this porch, and about this time, a carriage pulls up, and out steps a familiar
Gabrielle.
strawberry blonde hair,
Oh.
Rose gold.
rose gold.
Is it Rainier or Flynn?
It is Rainier.
Yay!
As he kind of steps up and kind of makes his way towards and kind of looks at the place.
Yeah, it's a fixer
Kind
upper.
of meet you all standing on the porch and goes, kind of shakes himself dry. Hello, my friends.
Welcome
it
back.
is,
Good to see you.
I heard you got a house.
We did, and a ghost, and a family.
And a book.
I got a book that licks people and bites people who try to set it on fire.
Did we get that arm looked at?
Oh,
Are you hurt?
right.
How do you not know?
That
We also had a murder of crows.
that is a lot to take in. All right. So
Your man sold us a house that attacks children.
It's not a
that
perfect
is-
house.
he mentioned that it was
Yeah,
haunted,
fix
but
her up.
honestly, I didn't believe him. A lot of the things Volo says is stretched.
I'm stunned personally.
But you know what? Just to be safe, you might want to get yourself some precautions. I actually know a place in the Trades Ward that you can look into. It's weird,
Really?
but it may have what you're looking for. It's a place called Mama Uwe's.
Mama always?
Uwes.
Yeah.
Spell, please.
But again, I thank you for your help earlier.
Of course, absolutely.
How do you spell always?
U-A-Y-U-A-Y.
Your guess is
Have
as
you
good
ever
as
been
mine.
there? Yeah.
I haven't ever been there. I've only heard of it in passing.
Well, we were about to get some dinner if you wanted to join us.
Sure, that'd be wonderful.
Boss, I'm sorry. I'm sorry my book attacked you. I'm going to.
We need to talk about that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I would like to have a discussion.
Roll a D8.
D8 plus your.
Me or her.
It's
charisma
adorable. If you scratch its underside, it makes like dog noises.
Book.
I want you to really consider that sentence for a moment.
I genuinely felt that.
Oh,
apparently, 'cause
yes.
We get max 11 back.
Nice. That's full.
That's awesome.
Cool. Thank you.
Sorry.
We've got a lot to do.
Under her book.
What do you need?
You're looking for the deed, right?
No.
No.
I was looking for the people that they knew.
Oh,
The people
it's
that we
in
know
the
from
folder.
the tavern.
Got it.
Any napkins?
I'm dumb and didn't write it down
Nope.
for some reason.
Trying to wipe off your book?
Oh, no.
Thank you.
I
How can
spilled-
this?
Oh.
Here, I got it.
I got it.
Okay.
Our first spill.
Our second spill.
Exactly how?
Oh, really?
Ude.
Ude.
Not ue. A
Okay.
different way.
How can this Mama
I
Ue
thought you might know them.
Assist us.
assist us exactly? Thank you.
So dreamy.
So hot.
That was the chair.
She knows.
Long unbrushed hair.
If trying to think the best way to describe Mama Ue's, at least from what I've been told, if anybody has any weird stuff happening in their house or
That
what
this covers
of the
it.
occult.
She's a root worker.
She's an exorcist?
Sure, I honestly don't really. Again, like I said, it's stuff that I've heard in passing in my own information gatherings here and there. I have not met her or been in there, or assuming it's a her as it's Mama, but
I say let's grab some dinner and check it out.
but yeah. So, but yeah, the food sounds good. I haven't eaten yet.
Agreed.
Going to
Should we go inside?
through the crate of food
Yeah, go ahead.
and see kind of what I've got to work with.
Bread
Okay.
Cheese,
and cheese,
And ribs.
ribs.
and then ribs.
How many ribs are
Fine
there?
ribs. I got a big
It's
old
a-
side.
yeah,
full rack.
Full rack. Yep.
Okay. All right. I can work with this over a hearth fire. I don't actually need to access the kitchen.
Oh.
Sweet.
So, where is there a fireplace?
There's fireplaces in just about every bedroom.
Damn.
Take the stuff and head on in.
It's like your dad's place.
Yeah, actually.
All right.
I-
Rainier kind of follows.
Renia, we can't actually get
That's
into
weird.
the main hall because the ghost has barred us out of it.
And it attacked children when we were in there earlier, so we kind of don't want to tick it off again.
Yeah, I don't blame children. They're
There's a family that
We
was
inherited a family as
Oh
well.
crap, we're gonna have to feed them too.
I bought enough for them.
Right on.
Do we have
If someone has to forego ribs, I will forego ribs.
right.
Do we have some scraps for the birds?
Probably.
What?
We can save some of the bread for them.
There's birds.
There's a murder of crows living upstairs.
Dibs on that room. Did you call dibs on that room?
No.
Dibs on that room.
No one will fight you on that.
Well, the bed's taken over with their trinkets.
Dibs on that room.
Don't take your trinkets.
I'm not gonna take their trinkets. I
Right.
want them to give me trinkets. I'm gonna give them
to head
food.
to my room
Okay.
So,
and cook there.
are you planning on fixing this place up?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at it. It doesn't need much. Something falls off the side.
Oh, by the way, don't go into the attic storage.
Right.
There's a
And
big
and
hole
as you begin to prep food,
in the
you
ground.
get enough
You fell.
kindling from around the
I've got-
alleyway
I've
here and
got a-
there.
The broken chair
set.
that's outside.
I've got
The
a
broken
set.
chair is outside. You get the broken chair and
And we start a fire? Is that what you're telling me? We start a fire
In
with
the
it?
fireplace.
and you start a fire in the fireplace, which seems
Memories.
Full circle.
Full circle.
Oh,
You know what I'm gonna do? Actually, to help the fire burn nice and hot, I'm gonna get one of the oil lanterns and put a little oil on it so I make sure it catches.
Okay.
Do I see her struggling with the fire?
No.
I make note of that.
Make a survival check.
and you do.
Now I'm nervous. 9.
Yeah, it's easy
Easy
enough.
enough, yep.
Takes a little bit, but once you pour the oil over the,
It up and goes. And go ahead and make me a general intelligence roll.
Oh God.
While
Wisdom.
she's
Oh, wait,
cooking,
wisdom? Okay.
We'll do wisdom.
while she's cooking, I will tell Emiliana to
12?
sit here.
Okay. You make a decent. I mean, there's not a lot of flavor to the ribs.
Sure.
Because they're just ribs.
Could I aid her and get a roll with advantage for her?
No, you could, but you realize that there's not really any herbs or spices.
You don't really have anything to put on the ribs.
Go.
Yep, I will go next door.
Okay, so you run next door.
There's a sign that says temporary closed.
Sure,
But there's a long string.
Well, give it a little.
And you hear a bell ring.
Yes, I
stories
only
up.
do it once. I'm not that guy.
3 stories up.
Okay.
You hear a little bell.
Okay, I'll casually
A
wait.
few moments later, you see Fala come down, and
There.
they smile when they see you.
Open the door.
I speak in Elvish again. It's so good to see you again, and it looks like I'm going to be your customer for today because we need some spices.
How lovely. What exactly are you preparing?
We're preparing ribs made from...
No problem. And instantly just starts
Perfect.
pulling out some herbs. Now, if you want something more robust, you can try this arrangement. If you would like something to tingle the tongue and more adventurous, this arrangement. Something sweet and savory, this arrangement.
What's your preferred?
I preferred to not mask the herbs with spice or sweets and let them speak for themselves.
Tongue tingle.
Oh.
And the first one.
All right, the first one?
Yes.
The robust one? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I will take that. How much is that going to cost me?
3 million gold pieces.
Done and done. Easy peasy.
What does it do?
You'll never know.
70 pounds of rats. Goddamn rats.
Okay. Sounds good.
But see, the thing is I only eat vegetables, so that's why I let the vegetables speak for themselves. I don't want to muddy them up with sugars or spices.
Absolutely. I would love to purchase this. How much would that cost?
For this arrangement, it's only going to be 5 copper.
I will give her 6.
While the cooking and all that is
Actually,
happening.
I'll make it 7. I'm not trying to be like, oh, here's 1 extra. But I'm just kind of like,
Harold's kitchen.
Harold's.
Harold.
So
And with that, she sees you put more on, looks down. They look down, looks back up at you, and then pulls something off the shelf and places it. That's my favorite.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Paula, always a pleasure. Can't wait to be doing business together again soon.
You as well.
I'll bow. I'll take the herbs.
Tell Vinley Galanoda that I said hey.
I sure will. And I will come hustling back.
Taking the pan from my mess kit, I'm going to put some water in it and the dried fruit from my rations and start rehydrating those to puree into a nice sort of hash.
Okay.
I'm going to, while they're all doing that, I told Emiliana to sit next to the bed, and I will like sit on the knees so I can reach her head, and I'll take all of the gold jewelry out of my hair and start braiding her hair into an updo, like a very elegant updo that's big enough to make her head look smaller than it actually is, and to frame her body and put all of the pieces of jewelry I have in it.
Oh my God, we're a team.
As you're waiting, you hear a light tapping on a window that's right next to you.
Listen, Leaf, this is not the time.
Do you look? To
Yeah.
see
I'm like,
we look.
You see a small tan bird that seems to be very flat-edged, very sharp beak, and very flat and wide, or flat in width and long, about this big, as it's tapping against the window.
We're gonna open the window.
yeah.
Flutters in, lands in your hand, and
What's up,
opens
dude?
up.
What's up, little dude?
It opens up.
Into a piece of paper.
It's a peeper dude.
What does it say? What does it say?
What's it say?
Dearest Vio Miliana,
That's yours.
I regret to inform you that I cannot make tonight. It is not your fault, but the weather is not permitting for what I have planned. Tomorrow night will be better if that is okay with you. It'll be one that you do not ever forget.
Oh yeah.
Okay. How do I respond to this? I don't know how to
have to go get the paper bird from the children that we gave them.
I have to steal from the children.
Oh, just ask for it back. We're home now.
We didn't give
They
it
don't.
to them.
Oh, we didn't give it to
No.
them?
Who has it?
Seisha has a bird that can do exactly that.
You smell a nice citrus aroma that's attached to this piece of parchment.
3 strings, listen to me.
Is that what your advice was? Okay. So I'm gonna go to Seisha and be like, hey Seisha, can I have the origami flying bird?
Sure. What's up?
I just need it.
Okay.
I'm gonna respond.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, no, everything's fine. Everything's great. I'm gonna respond with, that sounds lovely. I can't wait.
Okay.
Dash V.
Okay.
Just the letter.
Okay.
Because you're cool like that.
I'm
Cool like that.
I'm cool like that.
Once you're done, it folds itself back up and flies out the window.
It just knows where to go. Okay, cool.
It knows who you are addressing, and it will fly there.
Okay, awesome.
And as it disappears, Renair just kind of watches it goes and looks back. So, what's the plan with the place?
I'm going to try to go to the temple for Alderman that's nearby and talk to them and see if they have any suggestions on how to deal with something like this.
Well, I meant more long term. Like, what's the plan?
Well,
like,
I
talk to
figured-
Mama Ue. Trust me.
Right.
That's where you want to start.
Okay.
I figured we could just
Am I back
reopen
right
it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, spices.
Ooh.
My
Add them
mother
to the concoction.
and father ran a shop where I was from, so I'm pretty decent with like accounting.
Paula says hey.
Oh.
Do we want to attempt, assuming we can successfully exercise, do we want to attempt to reopen this tavern?
Oh yeah, our
Live
own
here?
tavern.
That's a great idea.
Isn't that awesome?
That's a great idea.
Yes, we should have our own-
so much experience
And we
in
have
taverns.
so many cool ideas.
So many tavern ideas.
Kilt Tuesdays. Trust me, it works every time.
In any case,
Karaoke every day.
we've only known each other a short time. It's only been a few days since we've been in Waterdeep.
Think of all the times we almost died. It's been really great.
Yeah, I have almost died with you guys. Well, y'all have almost died with me. More than anyone else I know.
And that includes me.
In a short amount of time, I mean. Like, in the amount of time we know each other. Gosh, I'm really wording this bad. What I'm trying to say is, I'm glad you didn't die.
I'm glad we're all friends.
I'm glad we're all friends and alive.
Best friends guild.
No. No.
Come on,
But
boss.
speaking of that, part of the thing is I think we're all good in a fight.
Well, considering, you know what? Maybe I'll keep this to myself.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe I'll keep this to myself, yeah.
All things
I know where you're
considered,
going
I
with it.
agree. We are all good in a fight. And to not make an adventuring guild would be folly and a waste of making money.
You're reading my mind. So, barring stupid names, are we all in agreement?
Yeah, I'm in.
I am so in. All my other engagements will have to wait.
We'll just reschedule.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I have so many on the list. Pulls out a blank sheet of paper.
You're right.
I'm down.
We'll just reschedule.
You're in?
I mean, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Just don't get in my way.
Hey, we are the only ones that know the true name of the group. It's not stupid.
Thank you.
You know what it is? It's like our own little guild. Like,
It's charming.
just like you are.
Pretty please. Persuasion?
Sure, you can make a persuasion. You can roll insight.
To be like, I see what you're trying to do.
How do I get advantage on this because she does this all the time?
17.
Yeah, it's not. Probably not. Oh wait, 16.
16.
All right, so yeah, but it's that same. You know what she's doing.
Come on.
Kind of pulling on your heartstrings.
Puppy dog.
But
I agree to the acronym and nothing else.
Were the
Good.
BFGs?
You know, I understand where you're coming from. It wasn't that long ago, a few years ago, that I found myself in a similar situation.
Yeah?
Yeah. I did some adventuring, made some friends, and we decided to start up our own group. We were basing it on the idea of the Moon Stars. The Moon Stars were an organization that the original Blackstaff Kelvin had, but with a very firm grip. He liked to control. Kelvin liked to control his people a little more. So we left that name, but we never settled on a new one. Names are important. Think on it.
So
A name carries itself. And the name of your group needs to carry itself. It needs to have meaning and purpose.
How do you know when you have the right one?
You'll just know.
So is that a vote for no?
That is Harold laughing.
It is not a vote either way.
Okay. I just, trying to.
I am just giving insight.
All I'm saying is, as much as I love the name, it's going to be very difficult to convince, let's say if, somebody comes to us and they're like, I need help from some group of bandits, and we're like, oh, we're the best friends guild.
I'll make you a deal.
Oh, here we go.
You don't try to kill Biblio again, and I will drop the Best Friends Guild.
What is Biblio?
My book.
Oh.
I think I bit you.
This is a tougher choice now, isn't it?
I'll never bring it up again.
Wow. If she's saying that, she means it.
Do you know what that thing is, even?
It's sweet.
It's a mimic.
mimic.
Do I know what a mimic is?
Make an Arcana check.
Can I make it the Arcana check?
Yes, you can make it.
All of us are like, wait, what?
15.
16.
Hold
9.
70.
You have no idea.
on. You two, yeah, you've
You
heard
know
of
what a
mimics.
mimic is.
And you know that they are typically very violent, oftentimes taking on the look of a treasure chest, as that is the most alluring form that it can ensnare someone with.
That's the nicest mimic I've ever seen.
Right? He's sweet.
But it is a mimic.
Can you grab it? Bring it downstairs. I'll
Okay, watch the ribs.
Yeah.
All right, run upstairs.
Rob, what's a
So-
mimic?
They're like things that appear as other things, but they got.
Rainier's like,
I knew it. I knew that thing wasn't
It's
a thing.
exactly
Wait till
what
you see it. Wait
yeah.
till you see it.
Just hold on to
Go
that
into the
finger.
room.
Okay. I was like, I
Go
knew
over
it
to the
was
silk.
scary.
almost has the
Right.
same look Voss has right now on his face. Like,
Yeah.
Ilya, you want to come downstairs? You want to say hi?
Come on, baby.
sticky, gooey.
Here's my baby. Okay, we're gonna go say hi.
Like you do that, and it's like the mucus strands come up, and
We're gonna go say hi. And Voss is down there, but he's not gonna try to kill you, okay?
See one of the eyes, just kind of like look around, then look at you.
So don't bite Voss again. He's not gonna try to hurt you, okay?
It trills, and all of its the pages kind of flutter as they form little teeth and roll back and forth.
Skipping downstairs.
right. Mimic book.
Here it is.
Walk in.
This is Biblio.
Look,
Right.
it's a real
Well-
sweetie, isn't it? It's a real sweetie.
I can, without a doubt, say it is the first time I've ever seen a mimic take the shape of a book, and 2, not try to eat the one stuck to it.
Rainier, you attached that shirt?
I am.
He even shows you recipes.
Oh, really?
Recipes
Wait.
on how to feed it, yeah.
Ooh, show him the ribs and see if we get a ribs recipe.
Do you have anything for ribs, Biblio? Have you got a rib recipe?
It yawns, and
Yeah.
it seems to flutter, and it doesn't have straight ribs.
Right.
But you flip through what the title says, Catablepus Stew, and it says rib meat.
recipe Catobleepus stew. What's a Catobleepus?
Can I
What is
roll
a
Arcana for
Catobleepus?
that?
Roll Arcana.
I'll try.
Oh,
I'm
hell
not
yeah.
as concerned as everyone else is.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Hold on. 24.
Okay.
Shit.
11.
So
not.
11.
only Harold and Finley, you've heard stories. You've actually read about this, and you kind of stop and you're like, that can't be what it is. A Catobleepus is a weird-looking quadruped beast that has a very elongated neck and a head that is too big that it can barely lift, so it drags it across the ground as it walks. It has a long tail with a barbed, almost like stuck thing, but what you recall is what the Catobleepus is known for is a single look from one of its eyes can kill you in one glare.
Oh! And that's what a Catobleepus is.
That's what I heard, mostly.
I won't
that's what it
kill
looks
it
like.
if it doesn't try to kill you. That's all I'm promising.
Okay. You're gonna be a good baby, right?
You hear that, Biblio? We're all fair game but her.
I get up for a second and I approach you. And I pull the bag of candy out of my hand. I say, drop it in your hand and say, if the children are still scared of you, give them that. And I want to exit the room real quick and just go downstairs to the locked door to the tavern.
Okay.
And I want to take out his rapier in front of the door and I want to cross an X into it, shove it in, and say into the door, I'm coming for you.
We established threatening it was a bad idea.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, what a great ender, man. That's awesome.
Thank you guys for tuning in. What session 4? A bunch of spookums and meeting the neighbors.
Yeah.
And a pet.
Oh my goodness. What's our subscriber count?
It is still at 55.
All right, so we're still at 55, so we still have 20 more to go. Hey, that's awesome. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for that.
Yeah.
We appreciate you sticking around with us on this night.
A reminder, those in the bidding wars, those that donate the most every episode are immortalized with the episode as a thank you to that person that you will be in the description of our VODs. So your name will be alongside the great adventurers of D4.
I'm so great. Modest, too.
The Great Adventurers and Harold.
That's the name of our group.
And as always, be excellent to each other.
And may you always roll with advantage.
Woo!
Good night.